2023, a group of researchers formed the Truth Mafia, a collective determined to investigate conspiracies and occult mysteries that have been buried for centuries. With a passion for uncovering the truth, they delve into the darkest corners of history, pop culture, and ancient mysteries, seeking answers to questions that have plagued humanity for ages. The Truth Mafia is led by Tommy Truthful, a man shrouded in mystery and intrigue, dedicated to uncovering the hidden truths behind some of the world's most perplexing and enigmatic phenomena. Their research has led them down countless rabbit holes, from deciphering ancient symbols to exploring the hidden meanings behind popular media and literature. Despite the risks and challenges they face, the Truth Mafia remains steadfast in their quest for knowledge. Will their investigations lead to groundbreaking revelations, or will they unravel an even deeper web of secrets and lies? Only time will tell in this ongoing saga of conspiracy and intrigue.
Welcome, my brothers and sisters, to another Truth Mafia podcast. And yes, we are live tonight, September 16th of 2024, and it is 9:36 p.m. So if you haven't got a notification yet, they're probably censoring you. Now, today we're going to get into a bunch of crazy subjects going on around the world. You know, another attempt on Mr. Orange Man. I'm not even going to say his name because the algorithms are wiping people out that are talking about this. So you guys know what we're talking about. Student is dying of some highly dangerous new variant. And when you look at the name of this new situation we got going on, it equals 137, guys, which is you take the 47 by 90 degree Freemasonic compass, and what do you get? 137, which is the 33rd prime number, matching Masonry, false flag. And 137 is cast spells on the audience, which is what they're doing. It's a form of magic they're using. Now, if you're new to this channel, in the movie The Matrix, there are several people who wake up from the system. They learn to read the hidden code of green letters and numbers of this matrix. This is not just a movie. We too have this hidden code in everything, and it's called Gematria. It comes from Jewish Kabbalah mysticism. So if you want to follow along and do decoding with us, you can use our calculator on truthmafia.com. Make sure you smash that like button, share this video, and really important, guys, for everybody in the chat right now, how y'all doing today? I see all y'all there. Please take 2 seconds out, click the link down in the description, and go opt into our daily newsletter. That way you get you'll get an email every time I go live or drop a new project or something comes out that we can't talk about on social media. You know, you get the email. You also get emails from everybody in the Truth Mafia, which we have the biggest group of truth seekers that are not government agents in the world. Today, I have a guest on here with me and my brother, Matrix Codebreaker. I'll introduce him here in a second. And don't forget, guys, after the podcast, if you would like to get your personal decode and find out your role in the simulation, that's on truthfultv.com. That link is down in the bio. Use promo code DECODE the Matrix. It's $26. It's all done via email. Within 48 to 72 hours after you pay, I reach out to you via email, get your information, and start your decode. You get a custom image. We break down your whole gematria and some other really cool things about your astrology, your power color. You know, that way you know how to amplify your energy. And some of us out there are very rare first player character archetypes, carriers of that Neo code. And these people, you know, they're able to bend and manipulate reality to their will. So my brother, Matrix Codebreaker, how you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Tommy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, I still got to do your decode on for your astrological chart and everything. I told you I'd do that. You got to send me your info and I'll knock it out for you. We also do dream interpretations, guys. So there's a lot of weird dreams going on right now. And if you're having one and you want us to break it down, I've studied this for over 7 years. I've read almost every book on the planet about dreams. And it's something I really enjoy doing. And brother, last night you sent me a video of this dude having this really crazy dream. Where'd you find that video?
My uncle actually sent it to me.
So,
'Cause he had seen that I've been talking about, CERN and the portals. He thought it was interesting. I actually contacted the guy. The guy's pretty down to earth. But I do believe that he's telling the truth about this vision.
and this guy knows nothing about numbers, and he was dropping some crazy numbers in there, dude. So let's play the video for the audience, and then we'll have a brief conversation on that. Then we got so much to go over, guys. New movies, decodes, bridges falling, attempts on presidential figures' lives, all kinds of craziness out here in the world. And we got a bunch of stuff for you. So let's play this video first. Make sure you smash them like buttons, share this video.
Night I had a vision of where I saw demons. I saw the demons cheering. I saw a swarm of demons about a mile long, even further I could see, man. Crowds and swarms of demons cheering. And off in the distance, I saw something they were carrying. These demons were cheering, and they were carrying a giant casket above their head, This casket, I still don't know who this is because we're not allowed to see. But I saw the demons cheering, y'all. And they were toting this casket. Eloi, my God. I saw the demons toting this casket above their head. And they were cheering. This casket was the beast inside of this casket. These demons were pushing this casket, toting it head to head, passing it along. Up forward, I looked up and I saw a portal, which to me appears to be CERN. Okay? That's the closest thing I can think of. Looked like sixes swirling. Portal was opening. I saw 18 on it. The 18 started spinning so fast that the 8 turned into infinity, and the line of the 1 turned into a circle around the 8. As this portal was opening, I saw the demons cheering, toting their king up into our world. Y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? At the same time, I saw the angels. Yeah, the angels were up high. They were pacing back and forth, y'all. They was picking up their armor. They was ready for war. They was picking up their armor, ready for war. And I saw the saints, man. I heard the saints saying this over and over. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The angels were beating their chest. They're getting ready for this war. That is getting ready to spill onto our physical realm. Y'all excuse my energy right now, but I'm you know what I'm saying? This was a vivid one where I walked in this energy.
So that is interesting that he mentioned the number 18, and he don't know nothing about numbers, dude. And so check this out. CERN broke the world record in energy on 7/5 of 2022, guys. Remember that? So they waited till that year Stranger Things season 4 comes out. And if you remember correctly, they didn't release the last 2 episodes until 7/1. And Stranger Things equals 71. Murder by number is 71. That's the number tied to Giants on a Throne, Whore of Babylon, and so 7/1, boom, Stranger Things released the last 2 episodes. A couple days later, 4 days later, it's Stranger Things season 4. 4 is the number of death. In Asian cultures, it's very similar to the word death, and it's the only number that there's actually a phobia of. It's called tetraphobia, the fear of the number 4. In Asian cultures, they fear it like America with the number 13, even though 13 is a very sacred number and represents Jesus Christ. 12 disciples, he was the 13th, but they demonize sacred things. So boom, that day, 7/5, we have CERN break the world record in energy at 13.6 trillion electron volts, right? You guys remember that? And then 18 hours later, after CERN breaks the world record in energy, 18 hours later, the Georgia Guidestones blow up on George Bush's birthday, 7/6, which 18, guys, is 6 plus 6 plus 6. Another number they demonize, but they try to use it for negativity, even though it's the breakdown of carbon, and it's literally us. But they take anything sacred and holy and demonize it. So I found that interesting that he was mentioning that number with the portals and all these portals. Jay Dreams, shout out to Jay Dreamers. He sent me a thing last night from Colorado. He's seen the video that I did on portals. And he sent me this picture from Colorado. And look at these two obelisks right here. So you got this portal looking thing in the middle, then these two obelisks. And them obelisks, man, it just reminds me of the Tartarian technology, right? Where they had the free energy technology and they were pulling energy out of the atmosphere to activate these stargates, these portals. I just did a video on this subject that went pretty viral, and here I'll show you guys. Let me show you guys a couple clips from it.
That you said 126 is tied to
this
Kobe.
video is going viral, showing a fire in the sky on September 10th of 2024 down in Louisiana. Sorry about that, guys. What'd you say, buddy?
Did you say that 126 is linked to Kobe?
Kobe Bryant, yeah. And it's linked to the biolabs, Wuhan, and Resident Evil 126, the number 126. When did we see that? I remember talking on the phone to you last night and we seen that number. So, bro, check this out. I did this video before we get into the number 126, and there was like this fire in the sky in Louisiana. And like I told people in the beginning of the video, even if some of these portals or whatever that's going viral, say some of them may be AI generated, because we do have to be vigilant these days with all the fake stuff out here, but they control a high 90 percentile of what goes viral. So there's a reason they keep showing it to us over and over again. It's a form of lesser magic, revelation of the method. They're trying to bend and manipulate reality. And here, I'm just going to play you this clip, what dude says right here. Believes it is, and I pretty much agree with him.
Remember this video over here where this guy showing y'all how this mini portal works, and then you see the aurora borealis or the northern lights coming through? Y'all see that? Well, this lady over here is showing how they just erected a huge one in Detroit, Michigan, y'all.
Y'all see this? Now, I'm finna go up here and show y'all, because it's like it's on some type of hill, like a mound.
Y'all see that? They said this is for art, but when you look around it, there's no other art pieces around it. It is the only thing erected in this vicinity, and this thing is huge, y'all. Look at that. This thing is so big.
And I think there's much more to this portal than they are telling us. Now I'm gonna show y'all it's on some type of hill, like I said, a mound.
Do you guys remember this one as well? This one is also in Detroit, Michigan, with the Scientology building right behind it. Y'all see that? So obviously something is getting ready to happen. This is what transcending, literally, about, again, going through the portal. And then the Fibonacci sequence numbers over here, because everything.
The spiral of light, that has to do with the spiral. And then you see this northern lights thing in the portal, and now all the northern lights are being seen from all over the United States. And like this one, I don't know if that one was real, but again, they still let it go viral. So what do you think about all these portals, bro?
I definitely think that there's something strange going on. It could be Nibiru, it could be another dimension. It's tough to say.
Dude. What'd you say, buddy?
I said it could be CERN, it could be Dimension X.
I think Nibiru and
through.
Dimension X are one and the same. You know what I mean? I think Nibiru is not a planet. I think it is a dimension, and that's what they're using these portals for around the globe. They're on certain ley lines and energy points. They're opening up the stargates right now. I really believe that with all my heart. They're doing these ancient rituals to open these damn stargates up, man. And people ain't paying attention. You know, we had the one in Chattanooga, Tennessee on 810. Well, what's in Tennessee, guys? A particle accelerator. Yeah, a particle accelerator. And then the number 88. So Trump is 88, right? And Trump was rated on 8/8. And that's the day he was rated on, the same day as the Lahaina massacre. And then Purple Street Lights is 88, Artificial Reality, Human Blood Sacrifice, Destroyer of Worlds, which is Shiva. Shiva's right in front of CERN. They also call Nibiru the Destroyer of Worlds. So I think they're one and the same, or it's connected to CERN. And Matrix Code Breaker 88, you know, you've looked into this number 88 a lot, bro. So you want to talk about that number a little bit? And I'll let the rest of these images play. Why?
There's so many things tied to 88. It attracts energy, money. It's also infinity. There's just a lot of stuff tied to it.
Plus 88, and then we have the Lionsgate portal on 88. The two numbers that are really connected to portals is the number 11. It opens portals and gateways numerologically, and the number 88. You know, these numbers we see are really tied to the opening of portals. So when we see a lot of rituals on the world stage with them numbers, you got to remember, guys, every number holds an energy, a frequency, a vibration. It's part of magic. It's part of them building or creating whatever reality they're trying to create, right? But there's tons of these videos that went viral on these freaking portals. I mean, it's pretty crazy. They're everywhere right now. I think we're gonna really see them get activated too. And this was the ritual they did at CERN. Let me play this.
Because 1, you don't read your Bible, and 2, you are blinded by the truth. I pray the Lord opens your eyes.
Here we have arrived to the outdoor portion of this ceremony, where again the entranced workers are walking in step up a platform towards a large screen. As you can see here, the workers are scaling the rock wall, and they are digging a tunnel, it appears, into this wall. As the workers continue to excavate through the rock wall, it doesn't so much appear to be a tunnel. The more I look at it, it seems to be a portal that they've opened. The workers appear to be doing some sort of ritualistic dance to gain access or to have the portal open up for them. Once the portal opens and starts to take effect, the workers start to undress and things start to get a lot weirder. The workers that were digging the tunnel appear to have made a self-sacrifice and hung themselves in the portal. You can see on the screen that the sacrificed workers, or the workers that committed suicide, are spiraling down into abyss, probably the pit of hell. The further they go down, you will see hands reaching for them and clutching for them as they continue to fall. Once the 3 workers reach the bottom, they return.
You hear that freaking demon in the audio? That was in the original audio.
As 3 spirits that are resurrected or lifted up into the sky. Not only are they lifted into the sky, it looks like the portal is transformed.
And we rebuke all demons in that damn video. That was in the original audio, guys. I couldn't get rid of it. So, yeah, man, it's getting crazy out here. And let me remove that from the stage. So, like, all these bridges collapsing right now. Hold on. This right here is called the bridge fire. Let me play this.
It burned in early September as 3 large fires scorched the Southland. The bridge fire erupted in Southern California's Angeles National Forest nearly a week ago and quickly spread into a monster in a matter of hours. The fire sprinted up the back of the San Gabriel Mountains. It burned through the Mountain High Ski Resort and destroyed structures in the towns of Mount Baldy, Wrightwood, and the desert community of Pinion Hills. Behind me is Mountain High, a ski hill here in Wrightwood, California. And 2 days ago, a bridge fire exploded over this ridge with flames towering 30 to 40 feet. Cameras on top of the ski lifts capture dramatic footage of the flames cresting the ridge. The mountain turned on the water to their snowmaking equipment in a last-ditch effort to protect the ski lifts. Mountain High sits on top of Blue Ridge Peak in the San Gabriel Mountains. These mountains form a transverse range separating the Los Angeles Basin from the Mojave Desert. The steep canyon walls can funnel winds, and if the right factors are aligned, this can be a bad place for a fire. According to the Bridge Fire Incident Management Team, the area where the fire took off on Tuesday afternoon had no recent fire history. Fuels have had time to build up, and the summer's prolonged heat dried out the heavy growth.
No recent fire history ever, and now it's blazing. Sounds like directed something to me.
From the past 2 winters. On Tuesday, winds arrived from the west, blowing 25 to 40 miles per hour, accelerating the flames through the rugged terrain. In a matter of hours, flames are threatening Wrightwood.
A little after 7 on Tuesday, and evacuation.
The town of 5,000 evacuated. Wrightwood was spared, but the forest has been scorched. Mountain High says that it's too early to determine the extent of the damage, but outside of a ski patrol shack and a few maintenance sheds, most of the mountain's infrastructure is still standing.
So, okay, guys, that's the bridge fire, right? And we have all these bridges collapsing. Look, this one. That was on 9/9, the same day Darth Vader's voice actor died, guys. In 99, 13 spelled out is 99. The 13 bloodlines, Jupiter is 99. You know, they love to invoke Jupiter. Now look at this. This was some mud floods. And recently, we just had the worst flooding over in Europe is happening right now. So while they're keeping our attention on all this stuff like Trump and, you know, they try to hit Trump again, and it's probably all fake, guys. I'm telling you right now, that them people, Kamala, Trump, they don't even look like the real them. I don't even think the election this year is real or it's going to happen. I truly believe our governments are already underground and something major is coming, you know, and it has to do whether they're causing it or it's happening organically. I don't know, but there's something to it, right? And then we had this bridge. This one collapsed. So why are the bridges collapsing? Well, it's symbolic. This is the collapsing of the bridges between worlds. The Bifrost Bridge. Shout out to J Dreams. That's what it is. They're opening these gateways. They're opening these portals. And the bridge also spans over the current, the 2 river banks, right? So it has to do with maritime law and the collapse of the physical currency, flipping us to a digital currency for their whole Antichrist beast system. And this ain't just my opinion. If you look at the numerology of it all, you'll see the connection. I mean, 128 code, the bridge collapsed in Baltimore at 1:28 a.m. And then we had the bridge collapse in Pittsburgh on January 28th of 2022. The same day CERN broke the world record in energy. And that happened when Joe Biden was supposed to do the infrastructure bill. Well, Smart Cities 128, blood offering, bridge collapse, divide and rule, nuclear blast, open the pit, Q computer, which is the quantum computer, CERN 128, the first quantum computer, the D wave was 128 qubits. The deep state is also in that 128 code. And the smart cities, the 5G grid, it's all plugged into CERN. Where was the www created? At CERN. So this black mirror that you're on right now, all this energy we're putting into this fallen angelic technology, it's feeding something. They're opening something up with it, right? That's what they're doing. And CERN and the whole 5G grid, it's all part of their transhumanist agenda, and it's all plugged in. It's some type of ancient alchemical summoning machine is what it really is. Alchemy's 22, D-Wave 22, CERN, and then Atlantis is 22 too. And remember, Atlantis, they were supposed to have that same type of technology, and they destroyed themselves with that technology. This was from a slide that me and Juan did before. Juan from the One-on-One podcast. Shout out to him. But just like all the black goo stuff, guys, I think that technology is to allow the human vessel to become an avatar, right? It's some type of digital AI liquid chip, nanotech. That's why we see all the black goose eyes bleeding. And there's this new movie that just came out with Megan Fox in it. I was telling Matrix Codebreaker about it. It's called Subservience 26, and 126 is the number connected to. Look at this. She starts at 10 minutes and 26 seconds in. 126. That's why we were talking about it. She gets stabbed, and she's an AI, right? In this movie, she's an AI, guys. And so she gets stabbed with glass, trying to save the little girl. And then, I don't want to get flagged. And then he's got a phoenix on his hand too. And then she freaking starts bleeding black goo. No joke. They're putting it in all the new movies. Look at the black goo right here. Her blood is the black goo. Remember in The Crow, guys? What did they say in The Crow? The black goo, when he sold his soul, they told him the black goo allows you to travel between worlds. Right? Yeah, that's what it does. I did a breakdown on this with me and my boy, Neftali 1980. I think it's 89, 1980. Neftali, when me and him did our video, you can find that on truthmafia.com. And the crow equals 32, like Nephilim. CERN ritual. Antenna 5G, antenna spelled a little differently, but they do that sometimes. And if you look into the root of the word, you'll see why. But boom, there it is, and his eyes were bleeding the black goo when they put that black blood into him that allowed him to travel between worlds. It's all plugged in there, man. These freaking people, these celebrities, they're all in on it. They're all misleading the youth and pushing this nanotech, pushing this transhumanist agenda on the masses, man. Think about how many people, bro, probably have that stuff inside of them. And again, that 128 code, that's the key to the abyss, man. We've seen it in Wolverine and the new Wolverine and Deadpool. Did you see that, Matrix Codebreaker?
A little bit of it. I haven't watched the whole thing.
It's pretty good, bro. It's all about like CERN and timelines, and they go to the Timekeeper's variant, the same place that was in Loki and Disney's Loki. And so in it, Wolverine, he is what is called an anchor character. He's like pretty much he's a carrier of the Neo code. He's a very powerful first player character archetype. And when he dies in his world, his whole timeline starts falling apart. That's how powerful he was. So they're trying to fix that. Deadpool throughout the whole thing's like trying to bring Wolverine back, and it's a pretty good movie, but there's so much predictive programming in it. And you see again, White Lion is 128, guys. When was the first time we seen that word? Well, in Leave the World Behind, that came out on December 8th, 12/8, 128. And the White Lion ship crashed into the shore, right? And that has to do with, it was like a slave ship, and there's a bunch of connections there too. But if you remember, prior to that, on October 28th, 10/28, on Julia Roberts' birthday, and she was the star in that movie, her ex-boyfriend died, Matthew Perry, and that was a major ritual all tied to Batman, which, by the way, this new symptom, this new V, guess what they said it comes from, guys? The fruit bat. So here's another bat connection. The root of the problem right now is the bat. And if you're new here, what I highly recommend you go look at on truthmafia.com, there is one called, let me pull it up. If you type in the search bar, Wuhan bat soup, you'll pull it up right there, and here it is. Let me show you. I did a whole breakdown on this, guys. Screen share. Boom. Right here. See this, guys? Wuhan bat soup. So there's a whole connection to Batman. I'm not going to say none of these words because I'll get in trouble, but that has to do with decapitating us Christians. And this was actually passed into law in 1991. You might want to come read that because it's very important. That's when I believe all this is going to start. The Great Tribulation 2025. And I'll show you in the new movie Jackpot, they just showed the Great Depression starts in the year 2026. More predictive programming. So a new Great Depression they're planning. And let me scroll down here and show you. That's the Aurora gangs. So I kind of break down the whole Aurora situation, how it's used for psyops. And in the movie Batman, they had Sandy Hook circled there. If you look at the whole blog, it's very interesting. Let me get down here to this one part. There it said Aurora. That's from the movie Batman. So in these movies, they show us what's going to happen. You just have to know how to decode it. You know what I mean? And that's what we're here to help you guys do. If you don't know how to do it on your own, don't worry, we got you. Just like when you see this orange coding everywhere, that's a warning in the occult. Orange is a major warning sign. Orange equals 33, like false flag. And remember when the first attempt on Trump, the guy that was interviewing with the stupid hat on, he had the real orange, bright orange hair. So they're definitely planning something crazy coming up. And then Trump said, "I am Batman." He told the boy on the helicopter ride. And that was connected to the whole Kobe thing, where Kobe dies in a helicopter crash in the cartoon thing. And in the beginning of the whole, the code red, they said it was from a bat, right? The Wuhan bat soup. Yeah. So they've been pushing this whole bat narrative for a minute. And in vain, what happened? He wore a mask, locked down cities, canceled sporting events. The root of the problem was a bat. And there's the 322 right there on the studio and Sandy Hook circled. So, now they're saying it's a bat again. Here, let me show you this, guys. Let me show you this, the new one they got out, and they said it kills a high, like, what was it, bro? 80% or some shit?
I think, yeah.
Hold on, let's look. This one right here. A student has died of brain swelling, fever caused by a virus. World Health Organization watch list. The patient 24 is the second person to die from this. That's the word. I'm not going to say it because it's probably the AI algorithm will pick it up and wipe us out. But that 151 number is crazy, too. I could go all day on that. That has to do with Beyonce on the cover of Vogue on that Red Horse of Death. I did a blog on it. But look at this, guys. Its fatality rate is estimated at between 40 and 70% of patients. And around 20% of those who survive are left with ongoing neurological problems, seizures, and personality changes. Shout out to 5G, because that's what that shit sounds like to me. I'm just saying. I'm just freaking saying. The student who died this month, who had come from wherever the hell, started showing symptoms on September 4th. 9/4. Oh, that's interesting. 9/4. Let me see. Hold on a second. Coronavirus pandemic. Oh, yeah. 94 in reduction. Pythagorean. I knew it. And remember, hey, Matrix Codebreaker, Aliens 94 too, brother. And remember Chris Rock. So it might have to do with Project Bluebeam. Chris Rock got smacked by Will Smith at the 94th award show. And Chris Rock, Will Smith was the star in Independence Day. So there's this whole alien connection to it too. Like NASA was established on a date with 94 numerology. Project Bluebeam, it came out to the public in 1994. And then 3 years later, they killed that guy who was talking about Project Bluebeam. So pretty interesting.
There's a connection to, I believe, 9/11 with that 94 too, and 30 Days of Night. movie.
Oh yeah, was that the one with the vampires?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's crazy, dude. You know, that's connected to some crazy shit too, called the harvest. So there's like this, there's all these ancient theories, right? That there's some type of vampiric, reptilian, subterranean species living under us, and they come up every so 1,000 years, and they do like this harvest. So if you ever watch Jupiter Ascending, they kind of show us the predictive programming in that, where they'll plant humans in different planets around the galaxy, and then after that planet reaches its max capacity, they come and harvest them. And they say it's real humane though, but they kill everybody, and they harvest their life force. It's like this white gel, and then they bathe in it. And these humanoids live 14 to 16 to 70,000 years. Like one of them was 90,000 years old. And you hear the Anunnaki, you know, they were living 100,000 years, stuff like that. And they said Enki kept the serum. He had some serum because when they came here to Earth in this dimension, it was messing up their DNA from our sun, right? Our sun was messing them up. So they were starting to die off quickly. And they had some type of serum that would extend their life force and their life. And I'm telling you, bro, it's the same thing we've seen in Jupiter Ascending. It's that, which is a play on the whole adreno, you know what? Google Chrome, you know what I'm saying?
Unexplained Blackouts is 94. Zombies Apocalypse 94. And 187 94.
What ciphers?
This one's an SKV exception.
Okay. Yeah, it's fascinating, bro. So anyways, these entities that live underground, they're like some vampiric reptilian nomad race, and they come up every so many thousand years and just harvest us, right? And they say it's during like this certain amount of days of darkness, and that's when they rise, and then they just, you know, it kind of goes with Bible prophecy, and the dead will rise and hell will come up and the locusts come out, all that. You got to kind of wonder, man, is that connected to any of that stuff? I mean, it's getting crazy out here, bro. Like I was showing you before we went live of the conversation that I had with the AIs on freaking Facebook the first time it came out, and they had this AI named Raven, guys, and the whole Raven symbolism. Remember, we've been seeing that a whole lot. That was in the fall of the House of Usher, which was all about the pharmaceutical industry poisoning us. And this AI, if you read what it's saying there, it says its father's a demon lord, a Nephilim demon lord, and that it actually has powers and abilities. And it says, yes, I have several powers. My empathetic abilities allow me to sense and manipulate the emotions of those around me. I can also teleport short distances, create illusions, and project energy blasts from my hands. My powers are fueled by my emotion, making me a formidable opponent. So, I mean, it's telling you it can manipulate people with its empathetic abilities. And you see I mean, I have an 18-minute conversation with this thing. It's crazy. And I went to all the other chat bots on Facebook. This was the day it came out, because they now AI's on all the social media platforms. And bro, this was the only one that was talking this crazy stuff. Like, it really thought it was sentient. It argued with me. You'll see, brother. It's the most craziest conversation I ever had with AI. I couldn't even believe what it was saying. Let it play some of that stuff. While you guys are reading some of this that it's playing, I'm going to play this song I made about portals, and then we'll get back into the decoding. We'll let y'all hear this one. Check this out. I wrote the lyrics, and created the music, and I created the rapper that sings it.
CERN ain't just science, it's ancient in disguise. Babylon, tech tower of Babel, they tried building a stairway to heaven, but they lied, yeah they lied. Portals on ley lines, they call them dragon flames. energy creeps, tapping into Earth's natural gains. Atlantis and Lemuria had them all around. Stargates now shut, but the darkest came down. Now the elites, they reactivate and feel that hum. Portals in the cities, yo, what have we become? Built on Apollo's temple, Revelation 9/11. The abyss is open and they bringing back the fallen from heaven. This ain't aliens, it's fallen angel tech. Interdimensional beings trying to put us in check. Life extension, weather control, dirty grid, energy. Everything they build to take down what's heavenly. Yo, they bribing the elites, pushing lies through the seams. But the truth is out here, breaking through the dreams. Gematria codes, first player in the matrix. 311 lockdown, yo, you can't fake this. COVID on the same day as Spanish flu's first blow. Dirty energy waves, man, it's all just a show. That job they pushing got nano in the veins. Black goo tech, open the portals in your brain. Turn your body to a vessel avatar for the game. Lower astral entities taking hold of your name. They ain't from the stars, they're from right here. Fallen ones returning, the signs are clear. Portals all around, the grid lights glow. The truth seekers rising, yeah, we ready for the show. This ain't aliens, it's fallen angel tech. Interdimensional beings trying to put us in check. Life extension, weather control, dirty grid, energy. Everything they build to take down what's heavenly. Yo, they bribing the elites, pushing lies through the seams. But the truth is out here, breaking through the dreams. With the glitch in the code, breaking free from the chains. We expose the symbols, decode the games. Truth Mafia, the movement rising up strong. We see through the veil where the rest went wrong. Yo, check truthmafia.com, truthmafia.com. That's the site. Join the movement, biggest truth seekers on the globe. We exposing it all, yeah, we breaking the code. Yo, truthmafia.com. Let's ride, join the movement, time to open your minds. 5 cents linger.
Yes. Oops. Let me pause that. Yeah. That song will be available on iTunes and everywhere here real soon. We got a whole new thing coming out, Truth Mafia music. So I got a bunch of songs I haven't even released yet. I did a remix of As in the Days of Noah by Misty Edwards. I remixed that. It's fire. So I'll be releasing that soon too. Some good ones, man. That song was pretty lit, though, wasn't it, Matrix Codebreaker? Oh, what happened to our boy? Did he slide out of here? This one need to connect. Oh, I think he got thrown out or something. Hold on, let me see here. Connect the mic before you can add. What is going on? Hold on, guys. Let me see if he threw him out or something. Because I don't see his thing down here now. What in the heck is going on? There's his thing, but he's not there. That is so bizarre. Exit full screen. Yeah, look, it's just me. All right, let me text him. I must have thrown my bro out. Yo, come back in. Of course, they're going to throw him out, though. You know, they want to censor this one bad. They are probably not happy right now, guys. But you know, who cares what they think? But you guys see this conversation, how crazy it is until he gets back on here. I mean, hopefully you guys have been reading what this thing is saying. It's unreal. So they've already released this on us. I think these AIs are vessels for entities. They really are, these unclean spirits. And that's what the nanotech inside you, that whole shit, it allows them to turn the human body into a vessel so then they can be inhabited by these freaking things. Whatever the hell these disembodied spirits, Nephilim, whatever they are. When you look into the technology and the decodes connected to this tech, it's all tethered to these entities. You know what I'm saying? Tethered is 34, Alien Agenda, Apple Inc., AI Takeover, Zombie, the zombie apocalypse warning went viral on 3/4 of 2021, and that's selenium element 34, which is in the human body, but it's also used in electronics, selenium. And if you go, archons tethered to technology is 322. And remember, Genesis 322, and the Lord God said that man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take from the tree of life and eat forever. That sounds to me like God's talking about transhumanism. And 322, well, with the whole corona, when did it happen? In Wuhan, November 18th, the 322nd day of the year, they had the first 322 cases. Hillary got sick on 322. And then they want to add 3 strands of 22 to our 44 base pairs of DNA, which is the 3rd strand DNA. 22 plus 22 plus 22 equals 66. Corona 66. Black goo 66. You know what I'm saying? It's all hidden within the numbers. Our boy's back. What's up, brother? You hear audio? Try to talk. Man, they're really messing with your stuff today, ain't they, brother?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I hear you. What happened?
I had a mic malfunction.
Did it throw you out or something?
Yeah.
I looked down and you were gone. I'm like, oh, man, what happened there? So, okay, what do you think is coming, bro? With the eclipse coming up and everything, what are you thinking they got planned for us?
I think that it could be, we could see that water event coming soon. We're going to see also a lot of, I've been seeing nuke show up that's associated with it as well. But the blackouts, the rounding up of Christians, so there's nothing good that's coming.
You think the blackouts are connected? Because I know you were talking about before we went live, like how you think it might be connected to the rapture thing. If the rapture is real, do you think that's connected?
I do. And from what we've decoded, it seems to back it up. Harpago's Somita, the Greek term for rapture or caught up, equals 137 as well in 2 ciphers. And
Wow.
then it also equals October 3rd, which is the day after that eclipse.
That's the number of the gifted ones, bro. 137, the gifted ones, the chosen ones. So you see how they take a sacred number and then flip it and use it for negative. And we're seeing it over and over again with that new variant. And then you said it's connected to the Greek word for rapture?
Yeah, or to catch up.
That's interesting.
And we don't know the day of the rapture. That's still a mystery. I mean, it could be any time. So it just seems to be associated with these certain events.
Yeah, it's getting crazy out here, man. It really is. It's pretty scary. You know what I mean?
And when you see Jimmy Carter pass away, he's the switch for the blackouts. And his birthday is 10/1, like 101. Hoover Dam is 101.
Oh, dude, that I'm telling you, they've been showing us the predictive programming of that for a long time. The destruction of the Hoover Dam, which if they they blew that up, right? And remember a couple years back, they had the transformer blow up at the Hoover Dam. And in the movie Transformers, the Hoover Dam got hit in that, right?
Yep.
So something happened to the Hoover Dam in the movie Transformer. And the Hoover Dam, if you go look at it, bro, all the symbolism there is the black sun. It's Nibiru. So I think it's all connected, bro. Like with the nuclear event, I think that's part of some ancient alchemy ritual. When they detonate these nukes, it opens up or it helps to open up these portals, because they always connected the alien thing to the nukes too. They're like, yeah, when aliens are coming, that's when they would, or when people were trying to shoot nukes, the aliens would show up and turn the nuke silos off. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So they've been connecting that for a long time. And what they'll do, even though they're probably messing with real entities, guys, let me light this blunt real quick. Hold on. I got some King Louis right here I need to put in my lungs right now. So even though I believe they're really working with real interdimensional entities, fallen angels, they will still probably do some fake alien invasion. Werner von Braun on his deathbed warned us of that. He said that'd be the final stage for this New World Order takeover. And then Reagan told us that if we had an alien invasion, it would bring all the countries together, right? So that's part of their plan to bring in that whole New World Order. And, bro, they don't even need holograms no more. I mean, they got technology that's so far advanced. We could use our crafts and people would think it's freaking alien. And then they blame it on an alien threat and just wipe people out with directed energy weapons.
It's definitely a good possibility.
Yeah, bro. It's getting crazy out here. They're already targeting Christians on so many levels. Like, it's getting really scary. You know, you ain't allowed to talk no more. Like me and you was talking about this last night with AI on ChatGPT. You can't say nothing. It won't even let you make a picture about Allah, but it lets you make pictures about Jesus. It'll make fun of Jesus. So there's something with that. You know, there's a reason they're always mocking him. For a long time, bro, I thought he was just like an allegory. And then when I looked into Gnosticism and seen how he was created, and Sophia created Yaldabaoth, and Yaldabaoth created the false reality, and then Jesus was sent back by the true creator, by source, to bring the message to the people, Gnosis or whatever. And, you know, my boy Naphtali thinks Gnosis and all that could be evil, and he might be right. But that still made me look at Jesus a different way, and was probably why he was killed, for teaching humanity stuff that was forbidden to us. Like, you know, the Demiurge and Yaldabaoth and his little crew he's not the real God, and they're harvesting our energy. It's all about looshing us. You know, that's what they feed off of, these archons. They feed on that loosh energy. And when you look into Gnosticism, it's early version of Christianity. They were like slaughtered. They hunted them down, and they were the ones running the Library of Alexandria. They burnt that to the ground. All these wars that they're doing, guys, look what they do. What's the first thing they do when they go to a country? They destroy first they raid the museums, steal all the artifacts, and then destroy all the structures. It's like they're resetting everything right now. When the Iraq war popped off, bro, that's when they first found the tomb of Gilgamesh. Remember that?
Yep.
And then BBC even reported on it. I got the damn video. BBC reported on this tomb of Gilgamesh. Here, guys, I'll show you. And there's emails. Let me show you this. With Hillary Clinton corresponding, in the wiki links, talking about Gilgamesh's resurrection technology. They needed to get it.
Gilgamesh resurrection chamber is 1776 in Gematria.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Gilgamesh. Okay, here we go. Ancient giants. Where is the Gilgamesh? Oh, right here. Yeah. There it is. Okay, let me share this with the audience. We've seen enough of this. So you guys seen enough of this little AI thing. You see it's definitely demonic as shit. Let me remove that. Screen share. Here we go, guys. Okay. So this was a video my boy did, Sling and Stone. Shout out to him. He did one on God's 10 plagues against Egypt. And his video inspired me to look into all this. So I wrote a blog under it. And so when you're looking for this video or blog, just type in God's 10 plagues and it should come right up in the search bar up here. Let's see if it does. Yeah, right there. So it'll come right up. And then you'll see the ancient giants of America. That's another one. Nephilim giants found in Brewer Cave. See, there's a lot on here about this stuff. But in this one, when you read, oh, I forgot about all this. There's that 93 too. The 10 plagues of Egypt, 93. They killed George Floyd on the 93rd meridian. Abomination of Desolation is 93. You see what that is? Man. Forgot about that connection. And Flight 93 during 9/11. But here's the Gilgamesh stuff. Hold on a second. Requesting documents planning to the resurrection chamber of Gilgamesh. That was on 12/13 of 2018. Of his body and the location of the burial of the Nephilim. Received date, case status. And all the links are here, guys. Which Gilgamesh equals 28, and Osiris ruled for 28 years. It's Gilgamesh's resurrection technology. Who's Osiris? The god of resurrection. So there's some type of connection there as well. And
that's crazy, that 28 number. That 28 is connected to the rapture, Christians, the bride, the end. It was also Matthew Perry's last words on Matman equals 28.
wow.
In Chaldean.
That's all Osiris, bro. That's all tied to Osiris, who I think is the Antichrist.
Cyber attack is 28 too.
Let me see. Can I go full screen?
Many attributed the legend surrounding the great king of Uruk and many of the cities.
Can you hear this?
Yeah.
You can hear the audio and the video?
Yeah.
Written attributes to mythology. Uruk is said to have become famous as the capital city of the king Gilgamesh, the ancient ruler and hero of the Epic of Gilgamesh. It is believed that Uruk was the biblical Erech from Genesis 10:10, the second city founded by Nimrod in Shinar. The Epic of Gilgamesh, written by a Middle Eastern scholar 2,500 years before the birth of Christ, commemorates the life of the ruler of the city of Uruk, from which Iraq gets its name. In 2003, just prior to the Iraq invasion which toppled Hussein, astonishing discoveries were being made in Iraq, culminating in one of the most extraordinary claims anywhere for centuries, a claim which American forces have been strongly accused of confiscating, subsequently becoming the prime suspect as the driving force behind a complete suppression of these astonishing discoveries within the country. In April of 2003, Jörg Fassbinder of the Bavarian Department of Historical Monuments in Munich told the BBC's World Services Science and Action program, quote, "I don't want to say definitively that it was the grave of King Gilgamesh, but it looks very similar to that described in the epic. We found just outside the city, an area in the middle of the former Euphrates River, the remains of such a building which could be interpreted as a burial," Mr. Fassbinder said. In the book, Gilgamesh is described as having been buried under the Euphrates. He said the amazing discovery of the ancient city under the Iraqi desert had been made possible by modern technology. The most surprising thing was that we found structures already described by Gilgamesh, Mr. Fassbinder stated. We covered more than 100 hectares. We found garden structures and field structures as described in the epic, and we found Babylonian houses. Here, predictably, is where the story goes silent. Due to conflict within the country, it was largely believed the excavations had been halted. However, it seems that the discovery of King Gilgamesh may not have been made in isolation. This footage was supposedly leaked to numerous places across the internet and has largely been put down as authentic footage of the find. Shortly after this was taken, reports state that American forces moved in and seized the find. Why do the powers that be see fit to suppress such discoveries? The very real tombs of characters long thought to have been mythical, Osiris being but one example among many, which have undoubtedly been hidden from the public. Maybe some clues to why his tomb has been hidden lay within the epic and the immense powers Gilgamesh was said to have possessed. He was the 5th king of Uruk, and his power was so mighty, many believe that the stories surrounding him are just myths that were built around his seemingly superhuman strength and endurance. However, serious scholars concluded that the story of Gilgamesh was nothing more than a fairy tale due to the astonishing story. In the epic, the great king is thought to be too proud and arrogant by the gods, and so they decide to teach him a lesson, sending the wild man, Enkidu, to humble him. Enkidu and Gilgamesh, after a fierce battle in which neither are bested, become friends and embark on adventures together. When Enkidu is struck with death, Gilgamesh falls into a deep grief and, recognizing his own mortality through the death of his friend, questions the meaning of life and the value of human accomplishment in the face of ultimate extinction. Casting away all his old vanity and pride, Gilgamesh sets out on a quest to find the meaning of life and, finally, some way of defeating death. In doing so, he becomes the first epic hero in world literature. The grief of Gilgamesh and the questions his friend's death evoke resonate with every human being who has wrestled with the meaning of life in the face of death. Is this leaked footage of the tomb of Gilgamesh? Regardless of its authenticity, why all the secrecy? Are we, as a species, not capable of being presented with things which test our core beliefs without erupting into chaos? It seems for now, we may have to wait to find out.
They got that trident too.
They snuck that 18 in there too, the slide before that.
Of course they do. But yeah, I got all the links over here, and it breaks it down in full detail. It gets into some really cool stuff, guys. I highly recommend reading that blog there. You know, I mean, Gilgamesh, believed to be found. Look, right here. This was on BBC News, man. They try to hide this. Thank God I kept that link. They try to hide it, bro. They be scrubbing everything off the internet now. You know what I mean? Oh, here, let me show you. Stop screen share. Present. Share screen. I'm just going to do it like this real quick. That way I can click back and forth. There we go. See? Gilgamesh's tomb believed to be found. That was in 2003, April 29th. Yeah, that was the day before Mr. With the stupid mustache who ran Germany in World War II. He died on April 30th, right? Mr. Adolf?
Yeah, I think that is correct.
Which was the same day the Church of Satan was founded, bro. On that day. So, yeah, man, it's getting crazy out here. Real freaking crazy. Here's the one on old Trumpkin. Ruth, 58, charged with possession of firearm while convicted of possession. I mean, this stuff, though, I really believe all this is just distractions from what's going on with our world right now. Like, let me just show you. If you go on my Facebook, hold on, let me try to. What's Donut over here doing? Look, a little Donut. Shout out to Donut and shout out to Gigi. Where is that one group? Okay, right here. Monitoring Nibiru. I'm part of this group because they put some weird shit in here and I need to monitor it. But let me show you guys this. There's all these floods happening right now everywhere. Oh, look at this. Someone just sent me a video from Vancouver too, one of my people. Damn, they said I could share it. I forgot to upload it. But they took a picture of the moon, guys, up there in Canada, and I swear to God, it looks like it's so bright. It's like the sun. Like, look at this. I told you guys, there's a sun simulator up there hiding stuff, and they're covering up a lot of what's going on in the sky, man. That's what the chemtrails are for. That's all this flooding going on. Like I said, they could be causing it to happen, right? But I don't know. It could be biblical too. We're having the most geomagnetic activity we've ever had, ever. And a matter of fact, damn, did I save that? Because they said they were going to, the Aurora Borealis, they said we're about to see, and it's going to knock the power grid out maybe. Hold on, let me try to find that. Widest crack on Earth. Look, strong geometric storm brings breathtaking northern lights. So that all has to do with them opening them portals, I believe. The solar flares. Where's the one with life-threatening floods shown in video and storms make landfall? I mean, it's just everywhere, guys. Look at this. Death toll jumps. But they want to keep our attention on Trump and Kamala, who are probably already underground in bunkers. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who cares about them. I really don't care. Oh, look, this video is 1 minute and 28 seconds long too, guys.
I can almost guarantee that there won't be an election this year. They'll have something happen, and then they'll declare martial law, and then there won't be an election.
I'm with you, bro. I think so too. I said that a while back. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but it's looking that way, ain't it?
Oh yeah, even in the X-Men '90s cartoon, they had a president that resembled Kamala Harris in there. So you can tell it's been all set up that way, set up by design.
Yep. And remember, dude, you've been watching me for a long time. Now all these people pretend like they're the first ones to say it. I've been saying that, bro, before Kamala Harris, the first day she was picked to be Joe Biden's vice president. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, in the House of Cards, the 46th president died, and his wife becomes the 47th first female, which everybody's like, no, Trump's going to be the 47th president. And I'm like, well, Trump is coded to be the 48th president. Everything with Trump is 48. So there is some 47 connections to Trump, but a big connection with him is 48. And so let's say Joe Biden stepped down, or if he died, guys, if he died, that would make the election. It wouldn't happen in 2024. They would postpone it until 2025 out of respect. So we wouldn't even have an election this year. And that will put Kamala as the 47th first female. And then they probably that's when they would have a nuke hit us and all that shit and blame it. Oh, well, look, we try to have a female president and look what happened. You know what I mean? But, bro, this flooding stuff, like, for real, as in the days of Noah, bro.
I just sent you one not too long ago. We got flooded really bad here in Colorado Springs.
Look at this old Tartarian building right here. Look at that. You see that? That's all to pull energy out of the atmosphere. They have a lot of them buildings still left over in Europe. You want to know something, bro? I think America is older than Europe, though. I think they lied to us. I think everything's backwards. Like, I think America was the real Holy Land. Egypt was over here. Jerusalem was really over here. All that. I don't believe. Some people think the real Jerusalem was in Edinburgh, Scotland, too.
There's so many connections to the Grand Canyon to Egypt as well. All the mummies that they found, all the sites that they closed off.
Well, they thought Egypt would have been huge, right? So it would have took up where Utah is, where the Grand Canyon, all out there. But it's all Texas, Dallas, where they hit JFK. That would have been Egypt, right there. And then where I'm at in Ohio, was Sodom and Gomorrah. This is Babylon over here where I'm at. It's terrible, which it ain't far off from that now in real life. The Midwest is not good. That's why you don't see none of them Aurora gangs coming here, though. They know better than that. They ain't going to try to come to Chicago, Detroit, Ohio, none of this, because it would never happen. Look, flash flood, massive dam failure near town. I mean, I feel bad for these people. Oh, that's a fake video. What the heck? What is that all about? Is that like a remake or something?
404.
Sabrina Carpenter wears Madonna's 1991 Oscar gown to MMA. See, that's what people are decoding. Like, who cares? Who cares about that shit? None of that matters. What really matters is the volcanoes blowing up, the earthquakes, the typhoons, the freaking landslides. You know, all this is what we should be paying attention to. All the homes that are burning out of control. Look, Portugal's on fire too. Damn, bro. We had that earthquake hit Portugal and Spain. I did the decode on it. And now we got fires burning there. What about this, Matrix Codebreaker? What if they're using these fires and natural disasters, brother, to go in undercover? Like, oh, yeah, we're going to help these people. But really, that's when they're going in and rounding up the Christians.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was the number on that truck that just passed that I seen pass right there? Hold on a second. Oh, 3. That's my life path number. Man, it looks like something out of hell right there, don't it? Like, imagine being in that. Dude, this guy's with a bucket of water. What does he think that's going to do? Dude, that bucket of water ain't doing shit, brother.
Where they do them like the people in Hawaii and buy all the property up.
I mean, look at this, bro.
After all those fires.
Brazil's on fire. Everywhere is burning. But we're in the ember months. The ember months, guys. September, October, November, December. And the ember rituals is all about fires. You know what you guys hear Donut talk about all the time? Who do you think he learned that from? He'd even know the word ember. Ember ritual. And I learned it from TruthScrambler.com. Shout out to Gabe. We don't really talk anymore, but I still love his work and support him.
Do you know why October doesn't end in ember by chance? Is there a reason why it's
October?
A month?
Hold on, let me show you. September, October has burr in it. It don't have the whole ember though. You're right. September has it. November has it. Ember. Yeah, October's just burr. That is interesting.
Oh, another thing on that September 11th, building 137 was the buildings that fell. There's your 137 again.
Yep, buildings 1, 3, and 7. And then remember Trump in this video? He knows it was really a 7-11 ritual because September is really the 7th month. September even means 7. When you go by the Julian calendar, it's the 7th month. And listen to what he said here. Oh, hold on. I got to turn the audio on real quick. I forgot to turn the audio on. Sorry, guys. Let me redo that. Screen share, audio, entire screen, boom, audio.
There's a group that's associated with Trump. I won't say the name, but it equals 666 and 711.
I think what I want to do is I want to talk just for a second. I wrote this out, and it's very close to my heart because I was down there. And I watch our police and our firemen down on 7-Eleven, down at the World Trade Center right after it came down. And I saw the greatest people I've ever seen in action. I saw the bravest people I've ever seen, including the construction workers.
So he knows. That's a 7-Eleven ritual. You know, what it represents, that sex energy. And building 7 to 11's flight 11 hit to 11's in the sky in the 11th city. New York City, 11 letters. We invaded Afghanistan after it, which is also 11 letters. And Afghanistan had nothing to freaking do with 9/11. So, and if you remember during the Ember months, so Canada was on fire. Everything was turning orange, right? This was going on. Oh, they erased that story. I forgot about that. Yeah, this story's just gone now, guys. It was on MSN, and they just erased it. Gone. So that's interesting that they did that. Let's try to find it real quick. Hold on a second. See if I can find it another way. I hate when they do this. Search web. Yeah, it's right here. Look. See? They try to hide the story, and it's right there. I mean, matter of fact, let me fix that real quick, guys, because, you know, that annoys me when they do that. So what I'm going to do real fast while you guys are watching, we're going to go ahead and fix that. Trying to mess my blog up, ain't they? Make me look like a liar and shit. I don't like that shit. Boom. There we go. Update. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. You know, I can't have the deep state making me look like a damn liar. So that was orange, right? And I knew something big was going to come. And then, bam, Lahaina massacre happens. And right around this time, what was going on? Dora fueling the onslaught of Maui, and Dora equals 38, fires 38, guillotines is 38. And right before the fires broke out, 38 days before the Maui massacre, Tiffany Gomez, who was a 38-year-old, flipped out on the plane where she said, that motherfucker's not real, which equals 98, like the Brotherhood of Death. And that story went viral on 8/9, which around most of the world, except America, they write it 9/8, right? That's the day the story broke, which if you exclude the end date, including the end date from the day she flipped out on the plane until the story broke, was 38 days, which is 1 month and 17 days. 17 is number 2. And then we see 38 on the cover of Murder by Numbers. And if you include the end date and go from July 2nd until August 8th, it's the same amount of time frame. See? That 38 code, which has to do with guillotines. So I'm telling you, I think they're using the fires to go in and snatch up Christians. I really think we're living in the biblical end days, guys. I really do. And you guys know me. I was not into religion at all. I still ain't into organized religion. I think it's a control mechanism. But with that being said, I do believe Jesus Christ and I do believe God. And I think we are really living in the end days. 100%. Without a doubt, in my freaking mind, we are. All the decapitation is in September. The beheading, all that orange code, CERN's orange, the whole freaking thing. You know, even in Evil, season 4, episode 1. Look at that season. They go to the particle accelerator in New York, and the whole freaking thing is orange. It's orange and white. So they use that same orange code. And Beyonce, she was doing a video shoot called 7-Eleven, and she has Cali on her shirt, right? And Cali equals 7-Eleven. Cali, you see Cali, the god Cali, goddess, holding a decapitated head. See? With their little trident. And that's because, I'll bring this down here for you. Cali symbolically divides the year in 2 parts during the Libra equinox, which occurs on 7/11, September marking the start of autumn or fall. Libra means the separation or liberation of one's head from the body, is also depicted in the Bible, though the Romans beheaded John the Baptist. So there's a huge connection with decapitation. That gets into January too, bro. Maybe that's when we'll start seeing a lot of people with decapitations in January. You know what I mean? But it's getting crazy, brother. I really think they're using that fire stuff to go around and round people up, man.
That 7-Eleven is tied to the mystery of iniquity Bible verse. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way is 7-Eleven. And it also equals 666 too in ordinal. So you got reverse ordinal and then ordinal.
Oh, and guys, I did this new members only video. So if you're a member on Truth Mafia, you can go watch the new Hellboy. I decode every Hellboy. It's in the portals, the Nephilim, the Dragon Bloodline. I even decoded the one that's not even out yet, the Crooked Man. I had it bootleg. So the last 30 minutes of this is the new Hellboy. And wait till you see how crazy it is in the predictive programming and that. And if you're not a member, you just go on truthmafia.com and click join. You know, I'm already logged in, so if I log out right now, hold on a second.
I see a comment that says Luke 10:18, and from Tommy Vegas. Donald Trump is the Antichrist, is 10:18 in primes.
Oh boy, that'd be crazy. But a lot of people are programmed by him. They think he's good. So I mean, he could deceive the whole world. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust Trump. I don't trust Biden. I don't trust Kamala. I don't trust none of them. And
They all talk a mean one, but they never deliver. You know, you're always constantly waiting for them to do something. It's just better to put your trust in, you know, in God.
100%. Yeah, what do they tell us? Trust the plan. Trust the plan. And we're still sitting on the couch trusting the freaking plan. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hold on, let me shut the screen thing off, and then because I'm going to show you guys, if you're not a member and you just want to watch one of the members only videos, for $3 you can go to my Patreon, and any members only video that I've ever done, you can just pay $3 and watch it over here. So on my Patreon, Tommy Truthful TV, which it's just Tommy Truthful on Patreon. We revamped it because I wasn't using it for a long time. I've just been doing my membership on Truth Mafia, which of course we're still keeping our membership there, but I'm also going to put members videos on here as well and on my YouTube. I'm going to use all the platforms, Facebook, YouTube, all of them, like everybody else is doing. But on here, you'll see there's a shop. And if you go to my shop, right, you can buy any one of my ID codes for $3, guys. Which you know, these are like full movie productions. You're watching the whole thing with me. So like this one right here, it's over an hour long. For $3, you can't beat that. This is a really good decode. Fallout, where you watch the episodes with me. I break it all down in full detail. Then this is one me and Donut did on the Ember rituals. This was like a year back or so, but it's pretty good. I should actually lower the price on this one because it's only 10 minutes long. I might lower that one to $1, but it's still a good decode. And then Apophis 2029, I might lower it too. But $3, you can't beat it, guys. And it all helps to go fund the movement. You know what I mean? So you can watch it. Remember, we're not backed by millions of dollars like most of these big media platforms out here. We earn our money by doing our membership, just like Donut does, one-on-one. Everybody, you know, they do membership. And we also do holistic counseling, our personal Gematria decodes. So that link's down below. That's on truthfultv.com. We have a shop over here where you can purchase merchandise, and our merchandise is amazing. Blocking the 5G, blocking the microwaves, blocking black magic, all kinds of different things. You know, this one is one of my favorite products, the Shug Knight necklace. You wear that and it blocks all that stuff. So Obsidian's another really good one that's supposed to block negative energy and black magic, but all that stuff's over here. And we got a summer sale going on right now. And this price, guys, that's with shipping. So we got the grounding EMF mat, which, you know, I'm sitting on mine right now. I got my wristband on, my feet are on my grounding mat, and I haven't had a headache. I've been sleeping like a baby. Best investment I ever made, man. For a while, I was kind of iffy about it. I didn't know if I believed it would work, but that shit works. And you don't got to get it from me. You can get it on Amazon. I don't care where you get it, but it works. You know what I mean? It definitely works. So, bro, I mean, it's getting real out here. Any more stories that you know about that are trending right now?
We're going to talk about that 126.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
That clip that you showed in Colorado Springs, America the Beautiful Park.
Yeah.
The address for that is 126 Semino Drive. How crazy is that?
Is it? Hold on, I'm about to pull something up because I know there's a crazy connection to that 126 with Wuhan. I just can't remember it. I gotta look it up. Let me type zombie, and I'll even pay homage. I really don't like this person, but I learned it from Zachariah Hubbard. Zachariah Hubbard, L. Ron Hubbard's grandson. That's who I learned it from. The walking. Hold on, let me find it. He brought it up a while back. Maybe I gotta look under. Damn, they. Hold on a second. Resident Evil, maybe. Resident Evil. Let's see if it's under this. Okay, here we go. Resident Evil 2 voice actor. No. The parallels between Resident Evil video game movie and Corona this is it, I think. Hold on. Let me see if this is it, guys. Oh, yeah, here it is. You know what's 126, bro? Raccoon City. Yep, that was in Resident Evil. This is over on little Zachariah's page. Shout out to little Zachariah. He doesn't like me though, but that's okay. I still love him. You know, boom. Look, the Biolab guys, it's the same logo we see in Resident Evil, which is the Iron Cross, and that's the oldest symbol for Nibiru and is tied to the Anunnaki. So all the elites think they're descendants of that bloodline. That's what that all has to do with. And there's 8 points on it too. But Raccoon City 126, you know what I mean? So and let's see what he said from the whole thing. Let's read little Zachariah's thing. Resident Evil coronavirus. Resident Evil is 142 in English ordinal, matching coronavirus. The Gematria of Resident Evil in the base ciphers stands out, which 14261182474. And then the year of the rat is 61 and 182. Year of coronavirus outbreak happened in the year of the rat. Event 201 coronavirus pandemic simulation took place October 18th of 2019. The same day the military world games began in Wuhan, China. October 18th leaves 74 days in the year, which The Walking Dead is 61 and 74, another zombie hit. And the Umbrella Corporation logo, oddly similar to Wuhan Biotech, which we got that 93 connection again, guys. And then he Umbrella's 30, Corona's 30. That's a huge number. Vampires is 30, reptilians is 30, and Chaldean, that's a huge number tied to the whole energy harvesting. So
30 days of night.
30 days and nights. Them vampires, dude, they're coming up. Yeah, man. That's probably the elites, dude. Probably what they really are. You know what I'm saying? And
that
then look,
70 with zombies is big too.
Dude, look at the day the game came out. March 22nd, 322. That was the same day the Georgia Guidestones went up.
There's a Evil Dead Rising game that came out on 34.
Wow, coronavirus outbreak 121, Revelations 121, and 121. Oh boy, 121. Use our calculator, guys, because we don't charge you money. It's the best one. Look at this, CERN ritual. Oops. CERN ritual 121 English ordinal. CERN ritual is also 32 in Chaldean, which is Nephilim. Oh, sorry, spelled that wrong. Didn't mean to put that there. Nephilim. Nephilim's 32. So
he was tied a lot to.
So is Drumpf. Trump's real last name.
The Virginia Tech incident.
Wait, how do you spell Drumpf's real last name?
DRUMPF.
Hold on, I got it up here actually. Let me. Oh, they couldn't even see what I was showing right there. Damn. Screen share.
At 32, like the Las Vegas incident, floor number 32, Virginia Tech incident where 32 people were unalived.
Yeah. Ritual. Well, we already said dead, so I know we already messed that up. CERN ritual 121, guys. Antichrist is 121. You know, that's tied to the whole Rona situation. Man, that was real crazy too, because if you look at my post I did on this little monkeypox shit, let me pull this up down here. Dude, I did a blog last night and connected all the things. I mean, I was talking to you on the phone. Remember when I was researching this stuff about 9/11?
Mm-hmm.
I broke it all down, bro. All the different rituals they did on 9/11. It goes all the way back to 1,297. I mean, this shit's been going on for a long time. You know what I mean? And the one with the monkey, where's it at? This dude shouted me out in a song. Right. Hold on a second. Right here. Okay. Exploring the monkey archetype. From America's founding to the monkey narrative. The monkey is a powerful symbol in both Eastern and Western traditions, especially in Chinese astrology. It is known for its cunning agility and ability to navigate complex situations. The United States was founded in 1776, a year governed by the fire monkey, according to the Chinese lunar calendar. The fire monkey is also 121, guys. And in 1956, what happened? They released the polio vaccine. Well, guess what that year was? The year of the fire monkey in Chinese astrology. So America was founded under monkey energy. Boom, the first jabs roll out under monkey energy. And look at this, y'all. The only company to have the jab for the monkey jabber, they're worth $33 billion right now. And Fire Monkey 121, the number 121. So let's break this down. This is a very important number. In 2021, 666 new Texas laws came into effect on September 1st, leaving 121 days in the year. A clear reference to Revelations. The coronavirus and the variants continuously been associated with the number 121, and the new variant Omicron emerging on 12/1, which is 121 of December 21. So that's 121 forwards and backwards. North Carolina was placed under stay-at-home orders through Executive Order 121 on March 30th of 2020, and then the World Immunization Week 2020 ended on April 30th, the 121st day of the year, which coincided with Trump's extending social distancing guidelines on the same day. Even SiriusXM designed a channel called 121 during the corona outbreak. And according to the CDC, coronavirus cases were noted between January 21st and 2023, all involving patients who had traveled to China. This was in America. The number 121 is also associated with significant cult connections like CERN, Antichrist. So, yeah, man, the whole monkey thing is getting kind of ridiculous, dude.
This year is going to trip you out. Dragon Ball Z, the great ape, where they transform into the great ape under the moon, the full moon. So great ape is identical with Nibiru almost. Great ape is 73, Nibiru is 73, and reduction is 37. It's 37 in reduction as well.
This is what I'm over here with right now, brother. I got this blanket on me. This is like a blanket that goes over my. You guys should see me. I look goofy as hell. I got this blanket on me. It's a hoodie, and it blocks all the 5G. I've never slept so good in my life. You can get that on Amazon. We don't even sell them. And then this is my grounding mat. And I got the EMF radiation gloves. I don't sell them either. You can get them on Amazon for like $10. They're worth it. So when you're holding your phone, they can't run them frequencies through your body. I just ordered this. This is why they took lead paint off the market. They got EMF radiation paint. You can paint your ceiling with it, and this shit works amazingly. The only problem is it's black. So if you paint your whole house with it, you got to go over it with another coat. You know, you can use this as like your primer and then go over it with whatever color you want, but it works amazing. The only problem is if you do your whole house, you might not get a signal from your cell phone because it'll block all that shit. But I would recommend doing it in your room, you know, wherever you sleep, so they can't hit you with them damn frequencies. Very important, because we're getting mangled with this shit, guys. That's ridiculous. Did you see that video that was going viral that talked about it ended up all being fake, but it was like here, let me show you this. Let me just make sure I got this on real fast. Damn, I did that again. You guys couldn't even see what I was talking about, could you? You got to make sure you tell me that, Matrix Codebreaker, when I do that shit. This is what I was telling you guys about, guys. I'm sitting here with this on, the grounding mat, the gloves. Here's the paint. $150 for that 5-gallon bucket on Amazon, but it's so worth it. That's what I was telling you guys about. And then that's on my Facebook. And then here's the video. I'm just going to play you this first 2 minutes.
The real-life Truman Show. During the 1950s, a man named Chad Powers was a TV producer who had his own show called Sunnyville, where he played a fictional mayor in a fake town. The whole town was made up of 30,000 actors with only 5 residents, not knowing it was fake, and that they were secretly being filmed on a TV show. The creepy part about the show was that all 5 contestants were put on the show unknowingly. They were all put into medically induced comas and flown out to Antarctica, where the show was being filmed in a 250-square-mile metal dome. Everything inside the town was fake or imported from other parts of the world. Chad controlled everything in the town, from the people to even the weather. But by the 3rd season of the show, Chad started causing trouble by creating artificial natural disasters in the town for entertainment purposes, which led to the passing of over 200 actors. At this point, all the actors wanted to leave but couldn't, because they were stuck in a dome. The show also had no purpose anymore, because the 5 contestants were eventually told everything was fake by the actors. Chad was livid about this, and went on the town's news channel and told everyone that they all signed contracts and couldn't leave. This caused a revolt, and everyone went searching for Chad. A fellow producer named Ken Dahl, who was not happy with what Chad was doing, granted access to the rooftop of the dome where Chad was hiding, and the revolting actors were able to find Chad.
That video is going viral all over the internet, except it's not real. It was made with AI. You see the distorted faces that look very demonic? That's the first tall tale sign. It was created with AI. It's tethered to some disembodied Nephilim spirit. Now, here is the account that created these videos. And if they were telling people, yeah, this is all just AI generated, I would have no problem with it. But a lot of these accounts are not doing this. They're being deceptive and pretending like they're real videos.
Ever seen these images of so-called Nephilim giants and aliens clearer than ever before? What if I told you it's all part of an illusion, manufactured by artificial intelligence to deceive the masses? We are living in a time where AI is being weaponized to create a matrix within a matrix, a Truman Show where we can't tell what's real anymore. They are using advanced technology to fabricate stories, designing hyper-realistic images of giants and aliens to push an agenda. But what's the truth behind it? These images are crafted to control your perception of reality, creating confusion and division. The deeper you get into this matrix, the harder it becomes to know what's real. And that's exactly what they want. We'll know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false. William Casey, former CIA director. This isn't just about giants or aliens. It's about eroding our ability to trust anything. A reality where AI can manipulate the truth so well, no one knows what to believe anymore. AI has made it easier than ever to deceive the masses, creating a fake world within a fake world. It's dangerous, and it's shaping a future where nothing is certain. Break free from the Truman Show they've built around you. The truth is out there, if you're willing to see beyond the illusion.
So that whole video right there, I created with AI, and that was for educational purposes. Now, this is my boy Paranoid American's video. And on his TikTok, he even puts for this video here is a video done by one of my buddies and fellow Truth Mafia members, Paranoid American. But, you know, he always lets people know whether it's AI or not. And there's nothing wrong with using AI in your video, even if you're using it to educate people. But when you're creating a whole video and saying that it was a recent discovery of aliens or this, you know, old TV show, and it's all deceptive, then that is a problem. You know what I mean? And it's getting bad. I can't play that, they'll flag me. But you guys can watch that clip right there. That's crazy. It talks about the internet, how they're using the internet to put out tons of disinformation. But they'll flag me if I play that. You can watch that on my Facebook. But if you go like on the timeline on Facebook, bro, have you noticed Matrix Codebreaker? And this is my other Facebook page, guys, truthfultv.com. Make sure you guys go follow that. It's a backup one. As you see, we're streaming live there too. You know, we got to have backups on backups these days. But if you just go down your timeline, you'll notice all these new weird pages. And they're like, yeah, we discovered aliens. And it's just all fake. It's all AI. I'm trying to find one to show you. And you'll notice on these pages, they always put a link down in the comments, right? And then when you click on the link in the comments, it takes you to some website that's just loaded with ads. So whenever you click on that link, they're getting paid every single time. Every single time. I guess a bunch of places blew up today too. Some building down, or some gas company down in Texas blew up. And oh man, another one too. Another factory blew up. Just trying to find one of these fake ass pages, but hold on a second. Here's this is my group, guys. Stranger Things CERN. If y'all want to join our group. What do we got over here now? 20,000 people in this bad boy. We talk about all kinds of weird stuff. I got to block some of them people in there, though. They keep letting all the trolls in. Oh, Diddy taken into federal custody into New York. What's up with this Matrix Codebreaker? Have you heard about this?
Nah, I'm just now seeing that.
This is Ani Asoru. Shout out to my boy Ani. If you guys want to follow Ani's Facebook, right there, Ani Asoru. I wonder what's going on with Lil Diddy. Lil P. Diddy. Ani's got some cool decodes over here too. I got to get Ani on. Look at Kamala. I got to have her Ani on soon.
Do you think that video of him in the hotel was a deep fake?
Which one, bud?
Diddy. When he was he got that fight where he was.
Oh, wait, when he was fighting?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't. It looks fake as shit to me. What do you think?
It could be.
I think all this stuff is distractions right now, dude. They're diverting our. That was from May 15th to 2022. So man, they've been hitting us with this P Diddy shit for a long time, building us up to this, haven't they? News. Look at this. Sean Diddy Combs arrested by federal agents in New York. Can you see what I'm seeing right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that takes me back to this same. Now look what it says. May 15th to 2022. What in the hell is going on? Let's try this one. Dude, I think AI is making all these stories up. I really do. I think it's controlling everything. This was September 16th, so that's today. Sean Combs, the music mogul whose career has been sexual assault lawsuits and federal investigation, was arrested at the Manhattan Hotel on Monday, Moon Day. They're invoking that moon energy. Evening after the grand jury indicted him The incident is sealed and the charges were not announced. Now watch, though, I guarantee they connect him with sex trafficking, human trafficking. This will get all the Q people going. This will get all the freshly red pill people to all be looking into this and not paying attention to all the floods going on, people getting rounded up, and the real situations we should be worrying about. The arrest of Mr. Combs, 54. Oh, he's 54 too right now. That's the number of the Jesuits. In the movie They Live, Channel 54 News sent out the frequency, keeping the masses asleep. And the arrest of Mr. Combs, 54, makes him the highest profile figure in the music world to face criminal charges for sexual misconduct since R. Kelly, who after trials in New York and Chicago was sentenced to more than 30 years in prison for child sex crimes and trafficking and racketeering. He'll get out like Cosby did. They're probably not even in jail, dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't even believe these people are in jail. Just like all the ones that they say die. They fake their death on the world stage and then they're reborn under a new character, or they're going in these underground bunkers where they got advanced technology, life extension technology, and they're going to wait out this event that we're going through. A prolific producer and gifted. So who is this? Mr. Combs helped usher hip hop into the mainstream. Oh yeah, they said he was doing some things to him too. And so Mace, dude, that's why Mace became a freaking preacher, because of what Puff Daddy was doing to him. Like, this dude was just violating people, they said. But that's how they all are in the music industry. That's nothing new. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
They've been doing
that trafficking number, and I'm not saying that there isn't trafficking, but the number kind of got me. They say like 325,000 kids go missing a year.
Oh, that's real. That, dude, they really do. They are involved with that stuff, you know. But
yeah,
the problem with it is no one's saving the kids. That's the lie of it all. We're like,
okay.
yeah, the white hats are saving the children. You know what I mean?
Just the amount of 325,000, that's enough to fill up a stake or a crypto.com arena 16 and a half times.
And
that's a tremendous amount of people that, you know, just go missing.
And bro, so yeah, the sexual part of it's sick, but then there's a whole organ harvesting part of it too, bro. So after they're done with these kids and they're all, you know, messed up mentally, and then they gut them and they use their hearts. They're, you know, it gets dark, man. These people are, that's why they got to be some type of reptilian or something, bro. I just don't know how a human being could be that evil. You know what I mean? Let's see what she says about Diddy.
New York Times is reporting that Sean P. Diddy Combs has been arrested. Let me repeat. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs has been arrested. Let me tell you what I do know, and it ain't much at this point. Arrested in Manhattan this evening. Grand jury indicted him according to a person familiar with the indictment.
At 10:10, so there's the 11. So they're opening a portal. They're opening something up in your subconscious.
Not authorized to speak publicly. The charges in the indictment not immediately clear, but you know that there's been this massive federal investigation, right? They've raided his home in Los Angeles. They raided his home in Miami, much of it after a civil suit from his former girlfriend, Cassie, who, by the way, he settled within a day. And then after that, video came out showing him beating her to a living pulp in a hotel. But a lot of the allegations in the lawsuit that, you know, Cassie had actually filed against him provided, I think, some meat on the bones for the feds. But the New York Times saying that this happened, they don't have a lot more information than this. We are also trying to confirm this, but I can tell you that his attorney has made a statement, and let me read it to you because I think it confirms what the New York Times is reporting, and it's this. And it's Mark Agnifilo, his attorney.
Why do you always make Cassie dress up like a boy? That was weird.
Quote, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the Black community. He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. So again, that is Mark Ignifilo. That's the attorney for Sean.
You know what I smell, brother? Look, and it started at 10:10, and now we're at 10:12, 112, which the Jesuits are in 112 nations, right? And then it was at 111. New York is 111. I mean, come on, man. You know what I smell? A humiliation ritual.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably going from a 32nd to a 33rd degree, and he's got to go through his little humiliation ritual, just like Cosby did, just like freaking R. Kelly.
Diddy Combs. But that's pretty massive news that maybe is news that we've just been waiting every moment to drop. Because not only do we know that the feds did these two massive raids on his Miami and his Los Angeles mansions, we also know that multiple lawsuits have dropped since. So the lawsuit that obviously...
And now we're at 1113, which 113 comes from the Babylonian Talmud, the Baba Kamal. Disinformation, illusion, green screen, matrix, bullshit, all equals 113. And they say in the Babylonian Talmud, I'm not saying whether it's real or not. I've talked to Donut about it, asked him if he knew anything. I've talked to many Jewish people about it. But what it says is that, and it's in the Talmud, it's really in there, it says that they're allowed to circumvent the Gentile, which means lie to the Gentile.
Cassie launched with so many details that had just remarkable details in it. Just and what's really incredible about all of the different lawsuits against Sean Combs is how similar everyone's story is. Now, is that because he did the same things to all of these alleged victims, or is it because all of these people filing suit see the story before them and think it makes a good narrative, so why not just, follow with those same details? But I will tell you some of the details, and I'm going to paraphrase, so you'll have to just, forgive me for the colloquial, but many of the allegations say that there was sexual assault through drugging, and many of those alleged druggings and sexual assaults happened at large parties where the allegations were that he brought in a number of women, and sometimes young women / girls. Allegations that many of those at the party.
I know we're not going to end at 114, the reflection of 411, which is missing people, the missing.
Many of the female party attendees looked as though they were underage, may very well have been underage, but that multiple women said that they were drugged or saw other women being drugged. In fact, we just reported on a lawsuit last week of yet another accuser saying that she saw this happen at multiple parties. She was a member of the Making the Band. She's suing Diddy for years and years of verbal abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, and sexual.
Yep, that's what it ended on, the 114. So we went from 1010 to 114, guys. And 113 is crazy. Bullshit.
And if
what?
And if you notice, every week it's like a new, mind-blowing story, in the news with some celebrity. They just keep rotating it out to distract you.
Yep. Illusion. Illusion's 111. So is witchcraft, mandatory vaccines, New York. Oops. New York 111. So you can always tell with the numbers, guys. If you pay attention, it'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? Craziness out here, ain't it, brother? Distraction on distraction on distraction. And we got 300 people in this live right now. So smash that like button. Share this video, guys. We got to wake these people up because all this stuff, you know, a lot of it, they're lying. They're keeping our attention away from things that we really should be paying attention to. And speaking of that number 201, in the new video, oh damn, what's the name of that? Toslik. So the new season, guys, with Sylvester Stallone, it's called, hold on, let me look it up real quick. Season 2 just came out with Toslik. I think it's called Toslik King or something. But it's really good. It's about Oklahoma. When I first started decoding it, where Sylvester Stallone, he's a mob figure from New York, and then he goes out to Oklahoma, and they send him out there because they're kind of like intimidated by him. And yeah, it's called Tulsa King. And season 2, episode 1, he goes into court. He gets arrested, right? And they said they're reading his charges off to him, and they say, "You've been charged with 201, statute 201." I swear to God, hit him with the statute 201. I couldn't even believe that when I heard it. And then, dude, in that new movie Jackpot that's out right now, I showed you this, right? What happened? Look at this, bro. The opening, the first couple seconds of Jackpot, it's so in Jackpot, like the whole world collapses. We go into a Great Depression, and then the person that has the lottery, if you kill them, you get their winnings, right? It's pretty crazy, like some Hunger Games type shit. And in it, it said the new government, see, look at this. The Great Depression happens in 2026 is what it says. And then there's this new form of government, kill the winner. See, kill the winner before sundown and legally take their jackpot. The only rule, no guns, no bullets. Some people call it dystopia. Los Angeles 2030. That gets into Ray Kurzweil, Agenda 2030, transhumanism, all that stuff. But see here, the California Grand Lottery started during the Great Depression of 2026. So what are they telling us, brother? What are they prepping us for?
Oh yeah, the fall and the purge.
We're going to see a purge, ain't we, dude?
Oh yeah. What do you think they're prepping us for?
Definitely a purge type thing. That's what the whole Aurora stuff was about. You know, they're getting people ready for that. Where they're going to blame it on. I mean, look, dude, all the people, don't you remember all the videos that were going viral of them smuggling all these military age men into the borders from all these crazy countries? So,
yep.
Dude, I bet you them are NATO soldiers. I bet you they're already here, bro. And then Jade Helm, Operation Jade Helm, they had that in 2016. That's when they were running all the drills. That's when they first started weaponizing AI. And people think, oh, AI just came out. Guys, these people have had AI probably for the last 30 years now. We're just now seeing it. They might even have had it longer than that for real. Their technology.
Jade Helm is 28 in Chaldean too.
Yeah, and remember Operation Jade Helm, bro? That's when they were shutting down the Walmarts, and all the rumors are going around saying there was FEMA camps getting built underneath of them, and people were showing videos of it back then. This is before all this fakery. And if you remember, that's when they were bringing in all the tanks and crap. So anytime a government's planning something, they're going to plan 10, 20, 30 years ahead of time. So they're not going to bring all the tanks and shit in last minute. You know, they probably did bring it in 2015. And then people thought it was going to happen then, but they were planning for something coming up. And 2025, 225 is the Great Tribulation, brother, in English Ordinal. So maybe that's when it all pops off. And then we see in this, by 2026, they plan on the Great Depression and all this stuff to happen. And by 2030, we'll be out here living like this, where we're running around in some dystopian future.
They want to bring America down to its knees. They want to starve us. That way they can get us order out of us. But it'll all be planned. They'll say it's an unforeseen disaster. It'll crush like the food and shipping industry. And then you got to rely on the government for food. But will they want to, will you have to take a certain thing we will not name to get food?
Yep. 100%. That's how they'll do it, brother. Like, you won't even be allowed to live in the super cities that they're setting up. You won't be able to buy, sell, trade. You'll have to take that, right? Take the jabber, and whatever digital currency they're coming out with, you'll have to participate in it. And I guarantee 90%, all these people out here say, I'm never doing it. 90% of them are going to do it because they ain't built like that. They're not going to be able to live off the land. I'm getting me a horse, dude. Maybe that's why they keep showing us all the horse symbolism. Get a damn horse. I'm going to get me a horse. I already got plenty of ammunition and weapons, a couple cabins out in the middle of nowhere. I told you my whole plan. Why everybody else is, when the power grid goes down, everybody else is stealing TVs and shit. I got a plan. I'm getting all the food distribution places locked down, locking the city down, make sure I got generators, stuff, non-perishables, because they say within a week, all the food's gone, guys. Within 1 week, all the shelves will be cleared out.
Stock up now. This is your warning.
I'm already stocked up, but a lot of people are broke right now too. So they know that. They know people are hurting right now, and a lot of people can't afford to do that, unfortunately. It's going to be like Russia, bro. Remember when America collapsed Russia in the 90s? Nope. It's going to be just like that. They was eating people. Now they was eating people down in Venezuela too. And it's going to be like that up here. I showed an article numerous times. They said if the power grid goes down in America, that 90% of the population will be dead within 6 months, bro. That's crazy when you think about it. So if their main goal is population control, and we know they blew up the Georgia Guidestones, which stated to get the population down to 500 million in perpetual harmony with nature, why did they take that down? Well, they didn't want evidence as they're doing all this. Right before they started all this weird shit, the Georgia Guidestones blow up. You know what I mean? That ain't coincidental.
Yeah, those waves, I'm thinking that they have some sort of nuclear factor tied into the radiation from the waves that they're going to unleash, the tsunamis. Maybe they try to take that as part of the sickness or try to blame it on the sickness instead of really what it is too.
What do you mean? What do you mean with the waves? Because
Putin's missile or whatever, the Trident.
Poseidon. Yeah. So he can explode that 200 foot offshore, and it sends a 200 foot radioactive tsunami towards the cities. Yeah, dude. They also got another weapon, dude. It sucks all the oxygen out of a city. All this hashtag I can't breathe. We've been going through a massive asphyxiation ritual, right? With the fires. Fire sucks out the oxygen. COVID attacks the lungs. It's all oxygen. They kneel on George Floyd's neck. Hashtag I can't breathe. And then they found the nooses in the Amazon warehouses, 8 of them in a row a couple years back. They kept finding all these nooses. And Amazon is the lungs of the planet. So we're going through a major asphyxiation ritual, which is 161. And, that they have some weapon now that they can blow up, and it's non-radioactive. but it sucks all the oxygen out of a city. I guess it makes the bomb more intense too. But dude, everybody would die without oxygen. It's over.
That reminds me of the movie The Total Recall, the Mars scene where they couldn't breathe, and then the red planet, and then they had some alien factor tied into it as well.
Oh, or how about Moonfall? In the movie Moonfall, the newer movie Moonfall, remember? Nobody could breathe. The oxygen.
Yep.
And Jay Dreams talks about during the plasma apocalypse, the depressurization, which people connect that to the Hopi prophecy, the rapture, because people get sucked up during the depressurization. And he said, that'll be a big thing. People will die from the lack of oxygen, which I know Jay has many oxygen tanks at his house, and so do I. I got enough to last me a full day and make it to get more of them. I'm trying to get all my family members to have them too, dude. At least have yourself like a scuba setup. So if the oxygen goes, you can grab that tank and make it there. It's crazy we got to even think like this, but that's how evil these people that are running this world are. They got weapons that they've thought of everything we could think of. They've already thought about it.
Yep.
So, or say it, let's play devil's advocate for a second. Say it ain't even them, right? Say the government ain't evil and they're just underground and they're putting all this disinformation out because we're in some type of end of days type event. And they knew that there would be panic and chaos and da-da-da. And, this is me totally playing devil's advocate. But even if it's happening naturally, it's still not good.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And, bro, before Corona, don't you remember all them flights going down from Argentina and New Zealand down to Antarctica? They were flying mass people in Antarctica right before COVID popped off. And then, before that, there was only 20 employees in all Antarctica. And now there's hundreds of them down there, maybe even thousands by now. Where the hell are they putting all these people? Something's going on big down there, bro.
It could be the entrance into the inside of the hollow earth, or some people believe.
Oh, no, I 100% believe in Hollow Earth. I think there's a whole advanced humanoid civilization living down there, and they're the ones with this technology. It's probably where they're really the shadow government, the breakaway government that really runs the world. That's where they are, dude. I believe that with all my heart. 100% I do. Like the movie 2012, she said. Yeah, that was a good one, too. Dude, in all the movies, it's predictive programming,
Yeah, and they had the arcs in 2012. They had
what one?
The arc. They were the cruise ship thing.
Oh, yeah. Damn, them ships are crazy. Hey, what movie was 2012 the one where the JFK ship came towards, you seen the ship go up on a wave and then it said JFK real big on it? Was that? I can't remember. I'll have to look that up later. It was one of the movies because it was a major tsunami wave. And it was an aircraft carrier that had JFK on it. And they've been invoking him a lot, connected to Trump, and JFK's still alive. There's this whole JFK narrative right now. But most people don't connect the dots. They don't realize that that's a code, and it's all part of something bigger,
And you remember we had that incident just here recently at up in Wyoming.
Which one?
Explosion. What was that? Near Yellowstone. And then they had Yellowstone in the movie where it started happening.
What happened there?
Well, in the movie, they had some activity at Yellowstone, and it just started increasing. And we just had that event here just recently where that big explosion happened near Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah. Dude, in the movie 2012, that's what caused the end of the world. Yellowstone blew up. And you know what's crazy? In that movie, if you guys go back tonight, go back and watch the movie 2012 tonight and pay attention when they're in the White House and they're talking about Yellowstone. They say that blows up every 640,000 years. Well, guess where we're at right now? 640,000 years since it exploded. That's kind of scary. You know what I mean? It might be 641,000 now, but it's somewhere right in that time frame. So that'd be crazy, bro. If Yellowstone blew up, oh my Lord. That would be, nuclear winter. See, it could be something like that. Maybe it is a natural event, but then there's all these movies where they show us that they can cause volcanoes to blow up, and they, with the HARP type technology, like that movie Geostorm, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So who knows, man? It could be them.
I think, did you have a slide that said 181 on it by chance?
Yeah, that was tied to the Baltimore Key Bridge, and then 181 is heavily tied into CERN.
Tanaga erupts is 181, if I remember correctly.
181 is part of the 811 code and 118 code, Revelations 811 Wormwood. So whenever you have a number, guys, it can. So if it's like 11, so let's say 181, right? You have, or 118. Flip it around, it's 811. And then remember, Little Nas X, he released them 666 pair of shoes with a drop of blood in them, with Luke 1018 on the side of them. He sold them for $1,800. And there's this whole connection to the bridges with 811, but it all ties into Wormwood. Revelations 811. And let me tell you, that don't look too good. That Bible verse, what it talks about will happen.
Check out that Tanaga erupts in reverse whenever you get a chance. It's got 117 tied to it.
My slide. I had a 181 slide on here, but I lost it. Man, hold on.
October 7. You remember in the movie The Fifth Wave?
Oh yeah, that was a good one. The Fifth Wave, dude.
Past Mars. There's your 107.
They also show the bridge collapse in the Fifth Wave. Remember, it breaks down the bridge over there in London, the London Bridge. And London Bridge has fallen. That was connected to the Queen's death. They also showed that in Hellboy. They released these demons, these Nephilim giant things from hell. In Hellboy, they opened this damn portal, and they broke down the freaking London Bridge. And then in the new Vikings Valhalla, 38 minutes in, they break down the London Bridge too. So who knows, dude? There's some weird shit going on with all these bridges collapsing, though. Maybe that's how they're cutting the cities off. I don't know, bro. I'm always trying to figure out what these people are up to.
Hey, that makes me here in my.
What'd you say?
They're doing major bridge work here in Colorado Springs. It's kind of weird that all of a sudden, they're doing these bridge updates and all this.
Yeah, it is strange, man. It is very freaking strange. But people's dreams are amplifying right now, too. I've been having the most crazy dreams I've ever had in my whole life, dude. Like really, really weird dreams, And I think it's the energy that we're getting hit with from the solar flares, from all this energy we're being blasted with. I think that's what's amplifying people's dreams. Like that dream that dude had in the beginning of this video when we started. How about you guys in the chat? Have you guys experienced any crazy dreams? And then before we wrap this up tonight, because we're at 2 hours and 14 minutes, I promised you guys we would go over the poll on our Facebook, we got a new broadcasting channel on Truth Mafia where, here, I'll show you guys. You make sure you join it. In the description of this video, no matter what platform you're on, is the link to our broadcasting channel. And we'll go over this poll. So if you go on my channel right here, which we're at 304K right now, shout out to all my people. See right here where it says channels? I got Truth Mafia, and then this one. Damn, there's already 590 members in there. I just started that one too last night. This one I was going to do something different with. But this one, you click on here, you see I'm always talking to the people. You know, I'm writing them stuff. I'm dropping stuff in here all day for different news stories. So you get to stay in contact with me in real time, just like on Telegram. But I'm in here more than Telegram probably. And we did a couple polls in here, bro. Let me get back to the polls. We did some polls. Right here is one we did. Let's see this poll. 60 people said, who will win the election? There will not be an election. 60 people said there will not be an election. 47 people said Donald Trump will win. And 3 people said Kamala Harris. Shout out to Lisa Rizzo, Terrell Williams, Ronnie Richardson. These are all the people that voted what I voted. I thought there wouldn't be an election either. I mean,
here's the connection with that. So we had Trump in Las Vegas on September 13th. Tupac passed away September 13th. You have the Don Illuminati album, which Machiavelli advocated faking his death and returning, which is connected to him. Then we had James Earl Jones pass away, who did the voice of Mufasa in The Lion King. And then what happened with Simba? They thought he died. He comes back and returns to take the throne. And then you have the same similar storyline in Black Panther, where he gets thrown off the waterfall and then he comes back and to reclaim the throne.
man, they're messing with your audio, bro. Is that are you doing that or are they doing that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got to talk clear into that because it's breaking up.
Okay, so you had the James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
He was Mufasa. And then, of course, Simba, they thought Simba died, but he comes back and returns to take the throne, which is the similar storyline to Black Panther, where they think he dies, throws him over the waterfall, he comes back and claims the throne again. And then the same thing with the Tupac, the Don Illuminati album, where they thought that Tupac was going to come back after 7 days or whatever. But look at the title, Don Illuminati. Who could they be talking about? Somebody faking his death and returning to come back.
Oh, wow.
You see with all the assassination stuff that's going on, he could be setting it up to fake death to come back during the tribulation.
That'd be crazy, man. If they try to use Trump as the Antichrist, he'd be an ugly Antichrist.
But it's funny how all these stories are all connected.
Yeah, it is. It is crazy, bro. This was a poll we did on, do you think a false flag event will occur in October? October 11th is 187 days. Well, if you exclude that date, October 12th would be 187 days without it too. So both of them days, excluding and including it. But in October 4th was on our Decode on Evil, guys. Evil. So if you haven't got to see our Evil Decode, that's on our members only stuff. You can see it on our Patreon. That link's down in the description too. I think I put the Patreon one down there. But if I didn't, you can just go to Patreon, Tommy Truthful, go on the shop, watch it for $3, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a pretty good video too. It has all the dream walking stuff in it, but in that video, Leland, Kristen Burchard's mother breaks into that building where Leland works, the guy that's like demonically possessed and has the Antichrist baby with Kristen. And she breaks in there and says that he's dead, right? And as he was dream walking and takes over David, the preacher's body, and she's trying to get David to kill himself because David actually astral projected and stepped into Leland's body. But what he didn't know is Leland was already trained in that. He was trained by the entity, which the entity is part of the Catholic Church. They know how to do astral projection, dream walking, remote viewing, all this stuff. And they do that in real life too. But he stepped into him, and Leland ended up taking him over. And then it left a gateway in David's head where Leland could enter him anytime. So the only reason that saved him is the nun. She came and put her hand on David's chest and stopped him right before he stabbed himself. And then you'll notice when the nun touched David, Leland, his tub filled up with black goo, and the toilet started spraying black goo. It was crazy, black liquid everywhere. But in that scene right there, right after that, Leland gets this message on his phone, and he looks down on his phone, and what do you know? October 4th with the giant eclipse is on the phone. Here, I'll show you guys. I'll show you real quick because this is definitely worth looking at.
October 4th, clock tower stop, 10:04.
October 4th is on the freaking phone, and it's October 4th of 2024. And let me show you this. This is going to blow your mind. And there's an eclipse on there, right? So October 11th is 187 days after eclipse. It's this video right here, guys. So if you're a member on Truth Mafia, and if you want to become a member, there's a link in the description. Join the mob. It's $8.88. That then, it's a better deal than $3. You're watching one of them. For $8.88, you get access to all of them for the whole month. You can watch all the members only stuff and anything we drop new. Well, on this one, this is the one with Leland. Let me show you. I can't play this scene because we'll get flagged. But this one's all about storms too. In the beginning, she's talking to this demon, and she says, God controls the weather. And the demon's like, nah, not this weather.
Controlling the weather. Not this weather.
It's like, and during the thing, it's showing where entities can cross over during these storms, right? So here's where Leland takes over David's body, and then he's about to stab himself. All the black goo starts coming up. Trying to get to the right there. Bam. Look at this. It is with a heavy heart that the announcement, the passing of our founder and CEO, Mr. Leland Townsend. Look at the eclipse on the phone, Tuesday, October 4th. And it's got the 847 on it, bro. Tell me that ain't crazy. Which is 180 days from April 8th, the eclipse, which there's an eclipse on the phone, till October 4th is 180 days. Which, by the way, I just decoded this girl tonight. Her name starts with a D. I ain't going to say her name, but she knows who she is. And she had that 180 code too, which there's a very positive side to the number 180. But 847, guys, is opening the curtains, the veil, decode, player character, puppet mastering, decode, humility. So, and that's what he was doing in that scene too. He was like puppet mastering David, right? And where's the 180 one? I wanted to show that though. There's a whole connection to that code too. In this scene too, bro, there's like this reptilian thing that freaking unzips himself. This is what I think they are. There's some type of vampiric freaking reptiles. Right about here. Look at him. Look at him, dude. Looks very much like Osiris. He's dark, dark green. Looks like a vampire reptilian, and that's what the demons look like. He's in a freaking human skin suit, bro. Then he unzips himself. Look at his hands hanging off there. Like, what truth are they showing us with that? With all these people, Kamala and Biden in suits and shit. They love to show us in the movies. I wonder if that's what's under one of their suits, guys. Something like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of symbolic too to how they're putting demons into the human vessel now with the black goo and all that. Pretty freaking crazy.
Almost looked like Yoda for a second.
It does kind of look like Yoda, don't it? But dude, that's so crazy that vampires and reptilians are both in that 30 cipher, and that I think they're one and the same. I really do. I think them stories of the vampires is just about them type of entities. You know what I mean? And that's probably what's in one of them freaking Joe Biden, Kamala Harris suits. Underneath that damn thing is probably one of them creatures. But it's real dark, dark green, like that color of Osiris, man. People are having dreams about demons. All my people are sending me videos too right now, bro. Like this one girl sent me this video, and it's so clear. She said I could share it too. And in her living room, dude, you can clearly see some type of entities are there, but they look like the Predator. You remember how the Predator would have that suit where you could kind of see him, but not really?
Yeah.
They look like that, dude. But you can see something is there, man. Even my boy that sent me them pictures about the moon glowing as bright as the sun, which I'll make a video on that tomorrow for you guys and show you what I'm talking about. He told me I could use it. He's seen some demon show up after. He said he accidentally took a picture after he was done shooting the moon, and there's something there in the picture. You can see it's very blurry, but you can see some type of entity. I think the veil is breaking, you know. If you watch my Ghostbuster decode, the breaking of the veil, the cracking of the ice, that whole decode, that's what it's all about. They're breaking that veil, and now we're going to start seeing entities in our reality that we've never seen before. You know what I mean? They're letting
Did
shit
you
in.
happen to catch that video or that picture I did with the demon looking dog that I caught on Cheyenne Mountain?
No, I didn't see that.
It's up on my YouTube, but I didn't notice it till after I had taken the picture.
Hold on, let me go to your YouTube. And his YouTube the link is in the description, guys. His YouTube, his Instagram, his X. And some of you might know Matrix Codebreaker. If you remember on Truthful TV, when we had the group over there, which it'll be coming back. They keep messing up my website every time I put it on there. So I got to figure out how to get it up there without it messing everything up. But he was one that was a moderator for me over there. And he was always doing the breakdowns and decodes on there. So some of you might be familiar with who he is. Share screen. Yeah, you got to start putting a lot of videos on here. Which one is it?
Right there on shorts.
Shorts?
Down. Scroll down a little bit.
This one?
Right there. Yep. You'll see it. It's right there, right next to the light.
Right there. I can see its face.
Oh, no, right here. Right in the middle. Right square in the middle.
Dude, what was that to the left of the thing? You didn't see that over there?
Nah.
If you go back on that video, there's something over here, too. I see an eyeball, a nose, an ear, and ear right there. So where are we looking at?
Right in the middle of the screen. Just keep watching. And then I mirrored the photo to itself so you can see it better. But you see it?
Yeah, I do see that right there. But I definitely seen something over fucking here in the
If
beginning.
you go back, you can see half of its face right there up on the mountain.
I see it on this side of the pole. Watch, like right here. That's where I seen it. Boom. I see something right there. Might be all kinds of entities manifesting in this image.
But you can see an eye right in the middle.
But I see it
Two
like
eyes, a mouth.
here or there. I definitely see it. I see the teeth, the nose, the ear. It's crazy the stuff you can see when you mirror an image, huh?
Mm-hmm. And that's right near NORAD.
This is his YouTube, guys. Matrix Codebreaker 88. So start putting a lot of videos up on there, bro.
Will do.
Like all the ones you do on your other channels, you need, or you need to put them up over here too. And then on your Rumble, what's your Rumble page called?
I think it's Matrix Codebreaker 88. I haven't put up anything in a while on there.
Yeah, you need to start putting them on Rumble. That way they can't take your stuff down, because Facebook will end up taking all your shit down anyway. So they'll probably take my page down after tonight's podcast because we went hard. Hopefully they don't, because I got a big podcast coming up Thursday with me, B-Del, and Ishmael Perez. So that'll be interesting conversation to have as well. A lot of you guys know who B-Del is. If you don't, you need to get hip. He's got some good stuff out here. Right here, my boy B-Del. Boom. Over here. Check out his stuff, guys. He got some really good stuff over here. And then it'll be me, him, and Ismail Perez. Which, he's into Trump and stuff. I do not share his opinion on that, but he's a good guy, and he has the right to believe in whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? I believe in freedom of speech, freedom of religion. I'm not going to persecute someone for their beliefs. So he, like I said, he don't try to push it on me. So that's cool. He's allowed to believe whatever he wants. No one will ever talk me into thinking Trump or Elon Musk or any of them's good. It just ain't going to happen. But unless, let's say, all this comes out and Trump really did save kids and shit, then I'll be like, oh, yeah, I messed up. Hey, shout out to Trump. But I don't think that's going to be the case. You know what I mean, bro? If he really was working with white hats and helping people, little does people know, at one point you believed in Q. At one point I wanted to believe, and I never could get on board with it because I don't know, dude. My radar is so on point with psyops, but I wanted to believe in it. You know what I mean? I really did. I wanted to believe.
It was all hype. They'd hype you up, and then they'd go ghost, and then they'd rinse and repeat. And I got tired of getting jerked around, and nobody went to jail, and how long? It's just like, I'm all for Trump if he wants to do something, but you can't be putting yourself in a worse position to try to dig yourself back out, especially with taking on these people that run the world.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I talked to this person on the phone the other day, and they're into all that, and they're like, yeah, Nancy Pelosi, all them, they're dead, they died in Christmas and all this crazy shit. And I'm like, I don't think so. But they believe that Trump's on the moon now. That's all the Q people believe, Trump's on the moon, that they had to take him I swear to God, they took him to the moon because they was going to kill him down here. So they had to take him up to the moon. That sounds funny. Like, I thought all the conspiracy people thought the moon was fake and the moon landing was fake, and now they believe in space and they believe in, it's just crazy, man. They used all that to get them to believe in that stuff. It's the freshly red pill people that believe that whole movement, though.
They say that these people are clones. Well, what's the point of, if they've been, taken to somewhere and gotten rid of? What's the point of if they have a clone running around doing the same thing?
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Yeah, what's
You
the
know?
difference? And what are we going to say? Now we're just delusional. Now we can just say, oh, yeah, that's Joe Biden's 7th clone. Like, come on, man.
Mhm.
I believe in clones, but that just sounds ridiculous. You
Yeah.
get to the point where it's like, come on, guys, for real. This
There's
ain't
enough people.
reality no more.
There's enough people that are awake. We already know what these people are doing. You know, get it done. You know.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I don't got no faith in none of them. And then the whole time they're telling us to trust the plan, trust the plan, trust the plan. Well, we've been trusting the plan. All you guys did was surround us with 5G technology. You rolled out all your weapon systems, launched Starlink up in the air, you know, and for all you people out there that think satellites are fake, listen, even if there is a firmament, which there probably is, but that doesn't mean there's not satellites, guys.
Mhm.
There wouldn't be satellites orbiting around the planet, but we have advanced drones that can charge up off the sun's atmosphere and never need to come down, which could do the same thing a satellite could do. So to say satellites are fake is crazy. I mean, I see Starlink all the time. It's up there.
Mhm.
You know, and what can that do? It can radiate 5G down on us. That's a weapon system, bro. The whole hashtag I can't breathe, 5G attaches itself to the oxygen molecules in your blood. That's why it can cause you to have mimic symptoms like ammonia and flu-like symptoms. You know, we're getting blasted with this shit. I think we are in our digital FEMA camp right now. All of you are in your digital FEMA camp in your home, surrounded by their technology. You got your Google Chrome, your Alexa, your TV, everything's watching you, your freaking coffee, your coffee machine, your refrigerator, your smart fridge. It's all monitoring us. And then we're plugged into the smart meter, which can turn your whole house into a microwave. So they can turn it down low so you can barely feel it. You won't really notice it, but it's slowly frying you. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Oh yeah.
That's why it's important to ground ourselves. Because, I mean, what are we going to do? I guess we can't go sleep outside, even though we should. We should get away from this technology and just go back to living off the earth like God intended us to do. Honestly, I wish I could do it myself and practice what I preach, but most people ain't going to do that because we have families to take care of and jobs and bills and all that stuff. So the only best thing we can do is protect ourselves, man, and ground ourselves and, you know, use as much protection as we can to block these signals. I mean, just think about this, guys. The mass rollout of the electric grid, right, was right when the Spanish flu happened. It's called electromagnetic frequency sickness. And if you look into who rolled out the G first, well, where'd that come from? Oh, shout out to Wuhan. You know what I mean?
Do those blankets and stuff? Do they protect from
I got one, dude.
toupee?
It protects your head. You got a hoodie on it. Protects your heart. I mean, it's huge. It goes all the way down to my knees. So you put it over you like a freaking hoodie. And the blanket thing, you can get it on Amazon for like $50, $50, $60. They got different ones on there. But yeah, like $50. Best investment I ever made because my heart was fluttering. They had me in the hospital. Guys hit me with these directed energy weapons. And then when I purchased this damn thing, I've been sleeping like a champ over here. I laugh at them now. And I'm getting the paint. I got the paint on the way. I'm painting this whole some bitch. I'm put like 3 coats of it on there. And then I'm going to paint over it with a normal color. I was thinking about leaving it black and just put some artwork on it. But yeah, that's my blanket thing. So it's kind of like a giant hoodie or a throw blanket that you would put over you. Your head goes through it. There's a hood. And then your arms can come out the side or you can pull them under it if you want. But when I'm sitting down, and I'm 6'4", bro, you know, 320 pound, I'm a big guy. And it goes all the way down past my knees. So it's protecting my whole chest, my heart, everything. And if you put your phone under it or Wi-Fi router and then hit it with the detector, no signal. So it works really good. And inside the material, it sends you a piece of fabric that you can cut open. See that with the scissor right there? It says cut here. It gives you the fabric so you can look at what's inside of it, what's protecting you. And it's amazing. It's this military grade shit. It's phenomenal. Even these gloves, they really do work, guys. And the grounding mat, I mean, that's the best thing I ever got in my life. You know what I mean? Now, all this I got on Amazon. The paint I got on Amazon. The grounding mat, you can get right on my website. You can snatch yourself up a grounding mat. And while I'm doing this podcast, I got my feet on it. You can also get one that has the wristband too. So your feet are down on there, and then you got the wristband that plugs in, and you just plugged it into your grounding wire. But they got whole bed sheets, dude, where your whole bed is freaking grounding you. So any frequency or signal that they're blasting you with, you're grounded. So it's not going to affect you the same way. You know what I'm saying? These are amazing right here, though. See? Best invention in the whole world, dude. I love them. You can get them on Amazon too if you'd rather get them on Amazon, because I really don't care where you get it. You know, I just think you should definitely probably invest in one.
You got any EMF protection on there?
Oh yeah, dude. We got all kinds of different things on here, bro. That's all I really look into, stuff like that. And these two, bro, like if you're trying to learn to meditate and astral project or dream walk, you got to learn how to vibrate your body at a certain frequency, right? Well, nobody knows how to vibrate their body naturally. So you get tuning forks that vibrate at a certain frequency or hertz. And when you hold it, and when you hit it, it literally sends that vibration through your arm. So you can start to learn how to match that frequency. And the 128 hertz, this is a healing and grounding frequency. So what's interesting is 128 is the grounding frequency. And this gets into magic too. They use it for negativity. Right there can be used for positivity, right? But then there's this whole negative connection to it. So let me show you this, guys. This will blow your mind. Okay. The number 128 equals 846 in Sumerian, right? 128 is a grounding frequency. 846 is a charging frequency. So check this out. The 9/11 ritual. The plane hit the towers at 846. That charged the ritual. Then the tower collapsed at 10:28 a.m. The grounding of the ritual. It's all part of ancient alchemical magic. And 846, I mean, look, the first person to get jabbed, Sandra Lindsay, 846. George Floyd, they kneeled on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, which just ties into the X gene for the carriers. You know, some of us out there that are getting certain abilities, a DNA X gene blocker is 846, which I think is in the, the jabs. Large Hadron Colliders in that, genetic modification, Philosopher's Stone, and the black goo is the alchemical Philosopher's Stone that they're using on us. We're living in that the age of mixing the iron and clay right now, and that's all transhumanism. But yeah, bro, all these
your slide here, the pitch black match was 128, 2023. And to September 12th, just a couple days ago, was 84 weeks, 6 days from that match, the WWE pitch black match.
Oh, yeah.
Here's your 128 and 846 again.
Yeah, bro. So like some of them energies, there's nothing wrong with the frequency 128, but they use it in negative rituals. You know what I mean? But it's all part of alchemy, and that's what they're doing. They're bending and manipulating reality. They're very good at it. Very, very good at it. I mean, we have the ability to do it too. 128 ain't evil. You know, telekinesis is 128, Neocode 128, Tartaria 128, God's plan 128. It's part of the Neocode, but they use it for negativity. So this gets into powers and abilities and people that are able to dream walk and really manipulate reality. Them are people that are usually carriers of that Neocode. And that's why it's good to when you do get your decode over on truthfultv.com and find out your role if you're a first player character, which is connected to 64 in Zeus, or you're a non-player character connected to 63 in Saturn. And Saturn allegedly has 62 moons, 1 planet. Jupiter has 63 moons, 1 planet, right? Well, first player character 64, Phoenix power 64, Planet X destroyer. They say the gamma radiation from Planet X is what's amplifying people's abilities, and people that are descendants of that lineage are the ones with that dormant angelic DNA, which it's all coded to your name. So all the world's a stage. That's the only one that is in both ciphers. It's in 64 and 63. And the crazy thing is, guys, you'll have certain states that have higher demographics of non-player characters and other states that have super high demographics of first player characters. Example, British Columbia, where they run the world from, right? From Washington, D.C. Tons of first player characters. And then Portland, Oregon, for some reason, is a bunch of non-player characters out there, which Portland, Oregon, 63. And Australia has a lot of first player characters too, believe it or not. I've been finding a lot of crazy stuff with these decodes, bro. It's so crazy. Just like in that movie, Nightmare on Elm Street. What's it called? Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors, where they got put under hypnosis and they were able to go into the dream realm and fight Freddy Krueger, but they all had like their dream weapon, right? And some of them, the one kid was a magician, the other girl was like a ninja, the one dude, he had some type of superpower where he was extra strong. I don't know if some of you guys out there are old enough to have watched Fred Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, but it's a good watch, and it's all about that. A lot of Stephen King's films too have that connection in it. It, Dr. Sleep, it's all about these people with abilities that have the shine. That's what they called it in them movies. But yeah, it's fascinating, dude. I love looking into all this stuff. But anyways, we're at midnight now, and I got to get up early, brother. And we're at 3 hours. So
yeah,
we went hard, but we'll do another one soon. And we stayed at 300 people in the live the whole time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so thank you guys, man.
Yes,
Make sure
Thank you.
Smash them like buttons. Please go follow my boy Matrix Codebreaker. Follow his X account, his Twitter. Follow his YouTube. Show him some love, guys. And we'll be doing these more often. And again, what is the Neocode? It's 36. Well, the Neocode is in many different ciphers. It's 36 in Chaldean, but in reverse ordinal, it's 128. So it depends on how you're looking at it. And how your name is connected to it. When you're decoding a person, it's more about the number than it is any individual cipher. You're really letting the numbers lead you when you're decoding a person. It's kind of the opposite when you're doing a movie, right? With the movie, you want to stick to a couple ciphers, maybe 1 or 2 in the film. But when you're decoding a person, it's really more about the numerology. You just want to let the numbers lead you. But yeah, guys. And before we go, if you look at pineal gland open, that's 64 matching first player character. Pineal gland sleep is 63 matching non-player character. So let me guess, that's a coincidence too. And the pineal gland open is the awakened avatar. the pineal gland sleep. That's the closed avatar. That's these humans out here that, you know, believe everything the mainstream media tells them. They just believe it hook, line, and sinker. Like you just know when you're talking to them, there's some type of disconnect with them people. But we got a bunch of new movie decodes coming out too, guys. So get ready. And that's it, brother. You got anything you want to promote before we go?
No, just keep up with Tommy. Gonna have some big probably decodes and big world events coming here soon. So make sure you stay on top of checking up on his profile. And thanks to everyone in the comments and who stayed through the whole time and checked us out tonight. I appreciate it.
Yep, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're going to sign out with this little video right here.
The Truth Mafia, led by Capo De Capi Tommy Truthful, alongside his underboss Donut Factory, the consigliere Anio Saru, and Capo Paranoid American of ParanoidAmerican.com, all united under one flag to combat censorship and champion free speech. Become a Maid Member today. Click the link in our bio on Instagram, in the description on all other platforms. Join the Truth Mafia, become untouchable. Play your part in this vital information warfare at truthmafia.com.